Wake up, gamers, because you're listening to the Big Thing Dimension with Noel and Bob Video Games.
Oh, thank God we shut them down. Bob, we need a remake. You know anyone we can work with?
I have just the Oh, no.
Chris Wolfart.
Corporate Collapse Remastered.
And Dr. Aggro.
When Sony closes a door, they also close several other doors.
Here on GigaBoots.
Why's it gotta be like this?
I don't know, man. I had enough bad news to talk about today.
Yeah, no, I honestly was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna sleep like 5 hours, 6 hours. Nothing bad gonna happen, right? Right, Sony?
Sony, I see you. I see. Put that down. What is wrong with them?
I don't know. They're the worst.
I don't get it. I don't get why Sony is this incredibly inept. They're stupid. They want one thing, and it's remakes of old shit. And what do? They shut down the remake studio after making them work on a live service game.
Yeah, because that's the actual one thing they do want, the live service game. Still, that's all they want.
That's not true. They just greenlit a trilogy of God of War remakes. Like
they did, but those aren't the kind of remakes they don't want to make.
From the studio that Blue Point supported their last God of War game. Mm-hmm. In what fucking universe? Are we gonna find out that like everybody they didn't fire just went over to Santa Monica?
Yeah, I do wonder if that's what they're doing. Probably. God.
What a stupid term of events.
Yeah,
So this means, once again, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but once again,
we are.
Somebody buys a studio, and that studio doesn't get anything out before they're closed.
Yeah, because they were bought after Demon's Souls.
Yes. So they supported God of War Ragnarok, got trapped in the service mines. They didn't even support God of War Ragnarok that long. I guess they could have been supporting them before they got bought, but...
Yeah.
But it's so fucking insane.
Yeah, no, it's fucking insane out here. None of this shit makes any remote sense anymore. Ugh. It's so fucking stupid. We used to just deal with corporate
projects
greed.
A year and make them millions, but no, nothing.
We used to just deal with normal corporate greed and cynicism, but now we just have absolute dipshits running everything. And so nothing's even cynically good anymore.
No.
Yeah, like we have somehow created the paradigm, the literal worst possible scenario where the people in charge aren't cynically motivated by profit.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously don't care about art.
Mm-hmm.
No.
They're not even like completely soulless and robotic and purely respond to metrics. We have somehow created a class of people who ignore all metrics, make up what they think should make the most money, and will torch everything to the ground before admitting that isn't right.
Yeah. It's insane. It sucks so much. Ugh. Somebody in chat saying, well, they are cynically motivated by profit. They're just really stupid about it. No, a cynical person wouldn't be making the bets they're making.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Like, it's no.
They're just gambling addicts, as Chris keeps calling them.
Yeah. All of society is all human society is moving towards everybody becoming a gambling addict.
And
it's so fucking weird.
And now we have the extra layer of, they might just be listening to an AI that literally can't think. Because they clearly know better.
Right.
I don't even think that could be true, because an AI would be like, well, this makes some money and this won't make any, so do this one. Like, an AI would be smarter.
At least
buy
some
tungsten
of the
cubes.
Oh, man. Ugh. Anyways, I couldn't keep that bottled up. I literally woke up this morning, and I'll be honest, nowadays, I kind of drag ass to get out of bed. It's kind of nice to not leap out of bed in the first 10 minutes of being awake. But today I was so pissed reading that news, I was instantly erect. standing erect. Maybe I should have fucking pissed over this fucking news.
Yeah, they were even a fan like loved Studio. Like this is so insane. Like it's nothing but bad publicity.
Like there's nothing you could have them do. Nothing. Like they laid off 70 people. That's a fucking rounding error.
Yeah. Right. That's only 70 people for a company this big. That's nothing. Literally nothing.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. It's absolutely fucking insane. The cost of keeping Blue Point open was virtually nothing. But someone somewhere needed to be efficient.
From the way this sounds, like it's starting to sound like these executives are like a stereotypical, like a shitty movies idea of a bad girlfriend, where like Blue Point's like, well we can make this. I don't want that. Well, we can make this. I don't want that. Well, we can make this. Well, I don't want that. I guess we'll just shut you down. But they'll never tell you them what they do want.
Yeah, why did they never? Grr. Yeah, it's so stupid. Everything's so stupid.
Brought to you by the director of Noobs.
I'm just so skilled at this thing I'm passionate about. If only a hot lady would validate me by also thinking it's cool that I'm passionate about this, and my bitch girlfriend would get all the way off my back. My bitch girlfriend, Jim Ryan. I'm still blaming you, Jim.
Yeah, no, he doesn't get away.
He clearly like put the mind dominator parasite into Herman Hulst before he left.
That's true.
Either that or coming from the European part of Sony just makes you evil and stupid.
Right, yeah. Like I lost any faith that Herman Hulst might have been normal at some point.
That's how you get Las Plagas. I fucking hate it here. I fucking hate it here. I fucking hate it here. And I'm shutting this talk down now because we're just going to end up back here.
Yeah.
When we get to news. So let's talk about positive PlayStation news. Bob and I played God of War Sons of Sparta.
I've got to say, I only got to see the clips of that one, and it was perfect. The progression, it was like it was edited on purpose. Random snapshots of you descending into the madness of this game's design choices.
It's pretty rough out here.
Like whenever somebody puts out a game that clearly has some degree of money and yet still manages to hit like the X-Blades level of neural death, there is nothing fucking happening in this game, I'm impressed. Because with those games, it's a result of not having any money. What the fuck is Sons of Sparta's excuse?
Audience,
no visionaries.
I need you to listen to me, okay? I'm not exaggerating for comedic effect. I was so incredibly pissed at every single decision being wrong in that first stream that I just spent the whole thing fucking mad. Like, that is a master class in how to make a dog shit video game. Those people don't have an ounce of understanding of what was fun. Every decision seemed like a slavish devotion to a thing that didn't fit in that fucking format, designed by committee to just be that exact. And it just made the worst fucking Metroidvania I've ever fucking seen. So we end that stream and I'm like, Bob, delete it. I don't even want to look at the icon. Fucking delete it. And then the next day we were eating out. And I was like, you know what our chat wouldn't expect if we announced Castlevania 64 as the stream? That game again. So then we did a second stream.
Yeah, they wouldn't see it coming. And they didn't. They didn't see it coming. You were right.
It's so disgusting. That game is so fucking dense with bad decisions.
Yeah, there's just so many things. I think one of the most spectacular ones is they wanted to be really accurate to the old games. So for this 2D Metroidvania, every enemy is pixel art tracings of animations from God of War 1 and 2.
Yeah, this is
Animations that were never good and never meant to be readable in a 2D space.
right. Yeah, so this is real, by the way. The enemies in this game, they took the 3D animations. They're proud of this. They talked about this in the behind the scenes. They took the 3D animations of the enemies from the original God of War games and traced over in pixel art. They rotoscoped a 3D animated monster in order to put them in this 2D Metroidvania. Even weirder, the pixel art in this is like a pixel shader that's insanely noisy. It's like almost a pointilize, a pixelized shader. And it's so noisy, it makes it look like 3D graphics with TAA. Every frame, every pixel is lighting up a different color and constantly shimmering and changing, and it looks hideous.
Yeah, other parts feel like it's made in click and create.
Oh yeah,
Like enemies
the
just
flying
appearing on screen after you've ended the screen. Screen transitions just not working sometimes. A bunch of just like, man, this is not your first game. This is in fact a game backed by Sony.
Well, yeah, that's why the plot is boring as hell, has no interesting stakes, and sucks. That's the Sony contribution. That and making sure they're slavishly devoted to a fucking gear score system and multiple.
Yeah, they even have every menu from God of War Ragnarok, every single one and every feature from it. It's like, what?
Lamasar in chat says, wow, this sounds Mirror of Fate tier. It's worse. It's much worse. The way I put it on the fucking second stream is the only two other games that have offended me this much with what they're doing were like Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate, and 2 especially, and Sonic 4. And those are because those are cherished franchises of mine that they're fucking ruining. I don't consider God of War a cherished franchise of mine at all. So it's fucking wild that it's pissing me off at those levels. It's so heinously awful.
Should we talk about the color system? The system for attack colors?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
I only caught a reference you mentioning that this existed. I'm like, okay, I'd like, but it's different kind of attacks. How bad could it be? And then I saw the clip where you finally figured out that the game delineates a difference between dodging, which you hold the direction to do, and evading, which is a neutral dodge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those are apparently affecting different colors of attack.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Who do we have to jail to make this stop?
I don't know. This is somehow has more of these weird little variations than I've seen in any video game ever.
up
'Cause I think
until... Go ahead.
I think it's like 4 or 5 different colors because there's blue,
It's 6 technically
red,
because
purple.
It's 4 different colors for attacks and 2 different colors for their state. Because they can either be weak to... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's just a mess.
up until this morning, this was the most disgusted and cynical and hateful of Sony I've ever been in my entire life. And then the Blue Point thing happened.
Yeah, no, they are really doing
we're
everything
reading,
they
like,
can to destroy the goodwill from that state of play.
I'm genuine. I'm sitting here thinking, like, is there anything Sony could do at this moment to make my opinion of them lower?
This game is the bloody handprint on we are unable to do anything other than make the worst decisions.
I guess Herman Hulse could get caught on candid camera saying everybody who cares about Sly Cooper is a F slur, but that's about it.
Now, I'm trying to think among my friends how many would be very directly shot with that arrow. Christ.
In column A, you have Sly Cooper fans. In column B,
This is an interesting presentation, Herman. What is this actually about?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Herman! Oh, man. Yeah, no, they are literally incapable of making something where it seems like they even understand what video games are anymore. This is the most cynical fucking garbage shit I've ever goddamn seen. And on top of all that, the story is the most boring, no stakes, uninteresting. Oh, they're brothers. Oh, it's going to be terrible when the thing happens that you already know happens.
that might not even be in this game because that probably happens later in their lives.
I bet it happens now because they need it to happen now.
That
Like
would
this-
involve a thing happening in this game, and I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm not sure they'll do that.
That would be the single thing that happened in this game. Everything else is basically nothing happening.
Yeah. No, we
Yeah.
played that game for like 10 or 15 hours or something. Nothing happened.
Yeah, I think the grand total was somewhere approaching 10 hours. 8 to 10 is how many we played it. Worth noting, the only reason we stopped playing it, I was very committed to the bit of beating the game on the second stream. I was very interested. The only reason we stopped is someone came and let us know if someone's passing while we were live, and that extremely upset me. So while I was more than capable before that moment of streaming the next 7.5 hours of this absolute dog shit video game, I really wasn't after that because I cared deeply about the person who passed. So we're never revisiting that game. The bit was only funny because we did it twice. You know, a third time,
Yeah,
that's not funny. And the momentum's gone. The moment's passed. So it's not that the game defeated us. It's that there's no value in us doing it now. So
Yeah, that for people who don't know, who weren't there, the entire story of that game, Kratos and brother are looking for a missing kid from their village. That's it. There's literally nothing else happening other than, oh, Kratos, I think this girl is cute. Do you think that she'll date me? No, brother. No, she won't.
nope.
And that's about all.
How?
Nope.
You know, I thought companies had like brand managers who would prevent something like this from being made.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is almost like if WB greenlit like Mortal Kombat Babies and it wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna learn how Johnny Cage was traumatized by his father and that's why he's an attention-seeking asshole. It's like, no, we don't need that. Nobody needs that or wants that. You're insane.
Yeah, no, for people to know, no, this is a T-rated video game, a T-rated God of War. Why did you make it?
Guess what, guys? If somebody likes God of War, they can, like, they're gonna be an adult.
Yeah. The last two of them are geared specifically to an adult audience, like...
Yeah, the last two have been made for 45-year-old men.
Right, and then the first set was super edgy, but that was 30 years ago. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, this thing from the ground up is just who's this for and why.
It really shows how bad it is that even people who are usually super positive about this kind of game and are okay with the kind of bad Metroidvanias are like, oh, this is bad. You probably shouldn't play this.
Yeah, I know like a number of people who are just like, literally their level of criticism for a lot of video games could boil down to, oh, they made a game. Okay, that's cool. Wow, I'm sure happy that product with name on it shipped. Like, and even they're like, this is not good.
Yeah, it has nothing for anyone. Like, if you like God of War, it doesn't have anything from God of War in it other than like enemies and orbs. Like,
where else can you get orbs?
If you like 2D platformers, this is a terrible one. If you like Metroidvanias, this is a terrible one. If you like writing, this doesn't have any.
It sure has fucking stopping playing the game to listen to you talk to your brother.
They made a game that any Inti Creates game waxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of course I can sign up for that. I like anything in those games. The closest thing I have to praise is the backgrounds in some of this look nice. Like some of them look okay. Like they don't look great, but they look okay. Every other aspect of this I fucking hate. Like, and not like I don't know if our modern audience has a fucking context for my opinion on God of War, but I used to hate the originals a lot because they're not as good as Devil May Cry, and the Western press glazed them. But going back to them, and especially focusing on 2 and 3, I actually really gained an appreciation for them over our God of Warch streams. And I think 2 and 3 are good, and Ascension is, and 1 I never want to play again. The PSP games are cute and funny in their own ways. And I like the 2 new ones. This has... One moment. I don't like
think the
it.
Krusty Burger's open.
No, the Krusty Burger was closed. I was going to disguise their burgers as my opinion. That's what I do. Yeah, no, it's God. I fucking hate every part of it. The part where they have a parry system that feels like ass because their enemies aren't animated in a way that makes predicting their movements feel good at all. Their line work and other things have no sense of momentum because they're rotoscoped poorly.
And then you do the parry. It's like, yeah, you don't really get to do much extra damage at all. So it's just like you get to not take damage.
You get to build stagger gauge. Speaking of which, chat, this has a stagger gauge.
It has everything you would not want.
2D games should not have stagger gauges. I learned, like, let me do damage. You shouldn't fuck up your damage formula so much that I need periods where I knock them down and can just pound on them. Just make me do more damage.
No.
Oh, but the God of War games have that. And you know what happens when you feel it? Kratos fucking murders. Kratos rips them in half.
Yeah,
Speaking
instead
of which,
for finishing moves here, they just do a generic, like, whatever side sub-weapon you have equipped. He'll hit them with that and kill them.
oh, here's my super epic finish. It's the sling that does no damage to you normally.
Yep. But now it's killing you because it's cool now.
Yep. Yeah, let's talk about like the things that are frustrating as someone who gives a remote shit. So the game is about baby Kratos and his brother Deimos. Something that's really frustrating and stupid with it is the whole point of the original God of War is that he's a really super strong dude and a god of, like, he's a demigod, right?
Right.
And he's gotten this god power. He's this vengeful spirit, basically, for Ares being sent out to do these things. Kid him is fighting the same monsters. Bob, the Hydra's in that game.
Of course
we
it
were
is.
going to fight the Hydra from God of War 1 in that game and kill it as baby Kratos, which is the dumbest shit in the world.
The game opens with you killing a Cyclops. Like,
yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
Well,
he's
he's
a child.
I get that the prequels kind of, like, undo this a bit because, like, Chains of Olympus and Ascension are both prequels, but it always kind of felt like, there weren't just always monsters running around. Like, the gods having their little bickering wars caused monsters to start popping up. It didn't feel like didn't feel like the implication was you could step outside and see a fucking Cyclops.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, to me, it felt like in the original God of War games, you didn't just have, right outside my door is like 10 million fucking mythical creatures I gotta fight through in order to get to a place. That's not how it felt to me, but I wasn't gonna say anything about it because there were 10 million other things I was pissed about.
Right.
That are easier to talk about, that is more agreeable to discuss. And then the music was driving the chat insane, and I thought it was laughable because it's like, here's Bear McCreary phoning it in, and then occasionally a chiptune sawtooth sound to just come in and be like, oh, it's a video game. Oh, it's a video game. This is the video game sound. And it's like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
Also, there was the whole, that's not very Spartan of you, bro. That's not the Spartan way, dude. That's not the Spartan way, dude. Dude.
That sure was almost in every other conversation, it felt like.
Bro.
Because they can't write.
Were you doing something other than child abuse and owning slaves?
We were arguing that doing something mildly dishonest or overly violent wouldn't be the Spartan way. That's what I felt like, right?
A good pirate knows never to take someone else's property.
Mm-hmm.
They try. It's so sad. They try to justify like how kind of sugar-coated and weird this is by having future Kratos narrate like, oh, my memories of this are like sugar-coated, basically. He says something to that effect.
I had to look up the ending and just started jerking off the air.
Oh,
like it's so
I have
obnoxious.
to. But
just,
before we get into that,
Uh-huh.
God damn it, what was I going to say? I needed to cover it before we moved on. Oh, so MDK in chat's like, there were no slaves, aggro is something they're yelling. Yeah, no, literally nothing about this setting or anything made any fucking sense. It's so terrible. I hate it.
Oh, right. That something else before we get into the ending, apparently. TC Carson, I don't think he can do the Kratos voice too good anymore.
That was the thing I was going to get into. Aggro, TC Carson's the original Kratos. In this game, he sounds like he's impersonating Christopher Judge.
Yeah, no, I can see that happening.
It's so weird.
I don't know if it's that or just Kratos never had to speak in an even sympathetic voice to anyone in any of those 5 games.
I swear he did in the first 6 games.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Like the closest would be speaking to Calliope in Chains of Olympus.
Yeah, exactly. I could have sworn there was something like that there. And I think that it's not even, if it's not him trying to sound like the new one.
Right.
I think he's just gotten so much older that his voice just sounds older.
And that's the thing. That's troubling.
Or he just hasn't done it in so long. He kind of forgot, and maybe he'll pick it up by because him and the state of play was closer.
It still wasn't there. He's very soft spoken, and it's weird. It's like, that isn't the voice, man. But yeah, I don't even think like he's actually impersonating Judge specifically. He's going for this very similar, like, smoldering I'm old thing. But he's talking to Calliope, which makes
so he shouldn't be that old.
Right. And that it's wild. Also, it was very funny when baby Kratos was voiced by, was it Robin from Teen Titans?
No, baby Kratos was Pit.
It was Pit from Kid Icarus.
Yes, and
So
also Romeo Stargazer from Romeo is a Dead Man.
And that was a lot to deal with. We had 2 Kratos voices, and we're like, okay, here's an arc of how he sounds. Okay. And then his brother is voiced by Robin, but he's doing the younger brother from Mission Hill voice, basically.
Yes, he sure is. It's impossible to take seriously.
It's fucking wild to deal with.
I get that person would. I get that he was Kratos in like the 2-second flashbacks in whatever, the Ghost of Sparta, the second PSP one. But
yeah, maybe
personally, I'd have just gotten Atreus to do it. Like, I think that would have been a neat thing.
Yeah.
But that would have been even harder to take seriously unless that voice actor has more range than I think.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. All this sucks. Anyways, I'm gonna hit the spoiler button. We could talk about the ending because Chris.
Sure. I just watched the very, very end, like the end of Kratos' story.
Okay, one moment. Spoilers. We're typing spoilers. We're putting it on the screen because everyone's gonna play this $30 game.
It's like 20 hours or something.
Okay, here we go. We're just in the. Oh no, I ended up over here. What the hell? Okay, we're back. Hi. We're hitting this button. What's the deal?
So I didn't even look through all the events of the ending, so I don't know if they find the kid or find his dead body and bring it back. And then the Spartan commander or whatever is like, Kratos, you disobeyed orders, so now you cannot be in the Vanguard Circle, a thing we fucking made up that nobody would understand what the implications of it was just by hearing that name. But no one is strong. I think he says no one is stronger than a man who has lost everything and built himself back up, and then like walks off.
What?
It's so stupid. It's like, well, I have to punish you, but you'll grow from this, Kratos. It's like, fucking write something else. Write something else.
We need to turn everyone on the Sony narrative team into a fine powder and spread it out over the ocean.
Oh my god.
None of you should be employed. If you had a hand in the narrative of this game, you should not be employed. You and the systems that put you in that position should not exist. This is genuinely, you are damn near anti-art with writing this bad.
Yes.
Fuck. I swear that Sony narrative team is fucking scientists trying to make the most neutral element on Earth. The noblest of gas. Huff it, gamer.
That's really what it is. Like it's like I've said this before, but it's like when all of Sony's AAA games are so fucking expensive that they're scared to do anything that might turn anyone off ever. And this mentality has bled down even into their lower cost projects where ideally those should be able to take more risks because the potential loss is so much smaller. Also, I kept thinking those scenes where Kratos is talking to Calliope in the present, they look like a College Humor skit. Like they look like a College Humor video.
Bob and I were saying it
or
looks
not,
like
or like
old,
Dorkly.
It looks like it looks like an old
looks like
GameStop
Code
ad.
Monkeys.
It looks like Code Monkeys.
It's really pathetic. It really is.
Okay.
And I could forgive a dog shit story if it played good. Like, but it doesn't. It plays like shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why if you wanted to do a 2D God of War, you wouldn't just go get the people who made Volgar the Viking. That's almost the exact same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that or the blasphemous people. It's like they're right there.
Ugh, I hate it so much. I really, truly do. It's such an awful game. This literally, like, because I constantly, like, we don't know what's going on inside of Sony. We don't know. Like, we have a lot of information about it, but we don't know who, like, we don't have names of who works on the narrative team and all this stuff and talk to them about what they think about writing and all this shit. And then something like this happens, and I'm like, oh, cool. This just proves the most cynical fucking take about what their narrative team does is true. They are definitely at fault for Lost Soul Side. They are definitely at fault for all these things people pin on them, and this is the worst they've ever been about any of it. You had one job. Write a God of War prequel that anyone could give a shit about the story. And you went, what if it had no stakes? And the conclusion of it was a slap on the wrist.
It's so stupid. It's like, and so much would be forgiven if it didn't play like total dog shit.
Right. It's like at the end of the day, like you don't need a God of War 2D Metroidvania to be anything like the new God of Wars on a fucking mechanics and systems level. There's no reason for that. That doesn't make any sense.
Also, consider this. When I play a God of War game, I want to play as like a Kratos I recognize. Like that franchise is built on, hey, it's Kratos. He's that guy with white skin and the big red tattoo. He has the chains or maybe something else cool.
Yeah.
And you've literally left nothing.
What about Stick?
Yeah,
No, but you like that one scene from 300, right?
No,
they've done that so much better
25
in other
years old.
games. I mean, I do like that scene. They did it better in God of War 3 with the spell that is the Spartan Phalanx.
Yeah,
they did it better in Ghost of Sparta because they give him the spear, and they did it better in Ragnarok because they give him the spear.
Well, you know, they did anything you could draw a comparison with better in something else because this is the worst. This is literally the worst.
Like, I just don't understand why you wouldn't. Why baby Kratos?
I don't know.
Why not? Why not even, like, you could even do this is younger Kratos, like on his campaigns where before he gave his soul to Ares. But no, that
could have anything. And something else I wanted to bring up. This game has multiplayer, right? And that's not what I thought it meant.
Okay. So they list it as 1 to 2 players on the store. So I was like, we can co-op at any point. And Bob and I were both like, nah, we want one of us to hang out with chat while the other one plays. You have to beat the game to do co-op.
Yeah. That's
Co-op is challenge missions.
What? What do you mean?
You don't even get to play the game.
You don't even get to play it. It's challenge.
Yeah, you just get to play combat rooms.
And you have to beat the game to do that?
Yeah, they couldn't even let you do that before you beat the game.
The whole game is your brother's just out of sight.
Yeah, he's always just barely off screen. So we thought that it was for co-op, but no, that's just what they wrote.
Dumbass. Fucking dumbass. This is such an awful game.
Yup.
Let's see. For people who don't know, I guess I should make sure we cover this. The controls feel like hell inside of an ass. What were they thinking? Yeah. I think that about covers it, right, Bob?
Yeah, I think that does it. It's one of the classic 2D action games where you can only control it with the analog stick.
Yeah.
How?
Yep.
How do you mess that up in 2026?
People just do it. They do it all the time. They
God
can't
of
be
War,
stopped.
more like God of Bored. What were they thinking? Also,
I didn't have to fucking do that with Angry Video Game 8-bit. You knew at some point.
Right?
So there's this thing in this game. Well, here's the thing. You have to hit buttons in the newer God of War games to climb ladders, so they wanted it to be like those. Speaking of which, you have to hit triangle to climb the ladders in this. If you're in front of a ladder in this and you push up, it does nothing. You have to go into the menus. I shit you not. You have to go into the menus, find the thing that's like ladder controls, modern or retro. Because hitting
What?
up to go up a ladder you're in front of is considered not modern.
Yeah. It's insane. This thing that only they have ever done. They're like, oh, this is modern. This is the new way.
Wait, I'm sorry. So what's the other way to get up a ladder?
Hitting triangle to engage ladder and then go up and down.
Huh.
And the same for like, if there's a platform you can pass under, like drop down of the floor, and you hit down and jump, right?
Yeah.
No, you hit down and triangle. That's modern.
As I said,
That's actually insane.
yes, it is. No,
it
yeah,
is. They've lost their minds.
The whole game is so fucking insane. The whole game is just a person who has no idea what joy or a video game looks like made every decision. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like now I don't want to go back because one, no one would be interested because it would be a third fucking stream.
Uh-huh.
And two, I'm just going to be thinking about how that stream went. So
Yeah, right.
between those two things, I'm fucking done.
Also, like you guys were dying. Like it's so rare when it's like there's nothing here. How do we escape? We can't. We've locked ourselves in this room. We can't escape.
I think that
You'll
second
get blood out of this
stream-
rock.
I think that second stream was legitimately one of the funniest fucking streams we've done in a while. And that first stream was also hilarious just because Riona shows up and explains, okay, puppy time. And so that's a phrase that's disseminated into the fan base and infected their brains. So much of the streams were trying to avoid showing the game. Yes, and that's why it was some of the funniest shit we've done in forever. For example, Bob and I in the Infinite Echo Chamber visually, as I DVD screensaver bounce around the Noel Donut art by You Shark. It was delightful. It really was. I was having a lot of fun that second stream, especially. I was having a great time. That game's fucking terrible, though. That was some Macho Man Randy Savage entertains the extras in Spider-Man 1 because they're filming all day for that one fucking scene. And they're just a shitload of people in seats being bored and their asses are starting to hurt. So Macho Man's just trying to entertain them. I was Macho Man. That was me during that stream. I was keeping people sane and we were having a fun time. I don't know Macho Man's real name. I'm gonna look that up because I'm like, his name's Macho Man. His character in the movie was Bonesaw. Are you telling me Macho Man's name legally wasn't Macho Man?
He must have at least legally changed his name to Randy Savage, right?
His name, Randy Mario Poffo. I don't know. Poffo sounds pretty good. That's like when you pop
that's not
someone
bad.
on the nose. You go Poffo and it pops out. Anyways, that's it. We're not talking about it anymore. Fuck that. Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
What you been playing?
I started to get a head start on some of these demos because for Steam Next Fest, which is next week, some of the people are releasing their demos early.
Uh-huh.
And I found a knife in the sand on accident.
Oh, cool. Did you step on it with your full weight?
Yes.
Great. What game?
Akatori. The one that sent us,
The one that
or
sent
that
us.
you found on that code site, I think?
Yeah, they said it. They had a code on a code site for the demo that anyone can get.
Yeah, you
Now
need to
they're
go
expecting
download this
coverage from us, and I'm like, I didn't even register because Bob already. What? So,
You
anyways,
get the demo on Steam.
right?
Yeah, that was just on Steam. It's like, what are you talking about?
So, hey, Bob, how's Akatori?
I played Akatori 2 years ago in 2024 when they had their first demo. It's called Akatori: The First Chapter.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead
Uh-huh.
and give you some background information. The developer apparently has changed hands several times since then,
What?
Mm.
and you can tell. They
Really?
came back then.
Uh-huh.
Pretty cool Metroidvania, kind of tight camera angle, has some niche interesting mechanics around showing out your bow staff and jumping on it for movement options, stuff like that. It was really cool. I was super excited.
Yeah.
This is using the old assets, but seems like they've turned it into a Amiga game. Like the camera got pulled out. Instead of cool jump mechanics for jumping, your jump is super floaty. You have a gigantic double jump that can take you anywhere, and they have constantly respawning enemies everywhere.
Mm.
They also made all sorts of other just terrible choices, like, oh yeah, like all your special moves that you could do combos and stuff. All of those take meter now. The meter doesn't refill basically ever, so you can't do anything. You can only use the analog stick to move. Your dodge even has a cooldown. It's a mess. They completely ruined it. It's honestly terrible. I can't believe they've done this. You had a perfectly fine base for the game. Did you accidentally delete all of the code and just have the assets left? That's what I wonder.
That demo, like the Chapter 1 demo, still has a page on Steam. And it lists a completely different developer. So
Yeah, no,
I have
it
to
is.
imagine that just something bizarre happened.
Right? And I went to look up where I could try to find stuff on this. And I really couldn't. I went to their Twitter account, which just smoothly switched over to the new one without any sort of announcements. So I don't know when this happened exactly, but man, that sucks.
How did something like
Moving
that
on.
happen? Yeah. Let's move on.
They also put out the demo for Scott Pilgrim EX. This seems really good. I know when they first announced this, I was a little worried, like, oh, is this a weird roguelike or something? Just the way they were advertising it, like, it sounded very strange. But it seems like, no, it's just another River City style game, but they have dimensional rips in the map. So you get to go to, like, oh, on this street, there is literally just a beach.
Oh,
So you
cool.
walk into the beach. But yeah, this is they got back the pixel artists from the original, Paul Robertson. They got back Anamanaguchi to do new music for this. Tribute Games making it. They've done like recently that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game and the Marvel Invasion game. So it feels really good to play. They added a lot more characters. The plot opens with Metal Scott showing up and kidnapping all of the bands except for Scott.
So I'm gonna can you? I saw that you can play as the robot that the twins made. Is that true? One of the pickable characters?
Not in the demo, but the game has 7 playable characters. So I only
Yeah,
have
I think
to
they said there would be more in
4?
post-launch stuff too. Even I'm just gonna be pissed if I can't play as Gideon. You called it Scott Pilgrim EX, and you let people play as fucking Roxy. Fuck off.
You can play as the ninja girl. That was one of the X's. The one who is voiced by Captain America. Who is that?
Lucas Lee.
Lucas Lee. And then the demo also had Scott and Ramona, because of course. and they all have brand new movesets. This isn't like anything left over from the old game. It feels like, oh, they've actually made a much more enjoyable game out of the franchise. And now the way you upgrade your character is a lot more normal. Of like, oh yeah, you find items that increase stats sometimes from like enemies you beat, and also you have money that you take to shops to buy equipment, and you have equipment slots instead of just being like, oh, I'm going to go to the food store and eat 100 of this bagel and become super powerful.
Actually, no, you're gonna hug the wall of a train underpass, and then there's gonna be a secret exit.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's going to let you buy the really broken shit. That's what you're going to do, and that's going to be normal.
Yes.
And good, actually.
But yeah, this seems really cool. I'm very excited. Game comes out really soon too. Like I think
it's like March 1st, I think.
Yeah, it's early.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
March.
It's like that first week of March. So I didn't even finish playing the demo. I was like, oh yeah, this is great. I'm just going to buy this.
Cool. It is the 3rd, so the Tuesday after next week.
But that's all the demos I tried out. But I did play some other stuff.
Like what?
I guess me and Chris finished Romeo's a Dead Man, which I keep having to stop myself from calling it Romeo Must Die or Romeo is a Dead Man Wonderland. So that's been a trouble.
Romeo must die, for he is a dead man wonderland. No Romo.
This is the front runner in budget dimension of the year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It literally is called
This has
Subspace.
2 nominees for budget dimension of the year, I'd say.
I'm just gonna leave. You two have fun talking about it. Goodbye.
I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm sure we're gonna have like a more prolonged discussion in another format.
Yes.
But I'm looking forward to Suda's next game where the CEO of NetEase is the primary antagonist.
I don't know. I'm worried. Like this feels like exactly as compromised as so many other Suda games. I'm like, is this even
like the only one that I think is like more empty is not counting Let It Die, which isn't real.
Yeah, nobody
is Shadows of the Damned, and even then, like it has some of the some similar decisions.
Yeah, but with Shadows, it feels like it doesn't have a lot of the stuff you expect from Suda. At least this still gets to have like a whole bunch of different art styles and different like.
Yes, and this has the juice, but it's diluted with a lot of water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, But yeah,
I wish Suda would get to make a game that's about romance that doesn't get totally fucked by some evil executive, because that's also Shadows of the Damned.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's definitely the case. Maybe this is an ideal romance scenario.
And this is purely me, but like even if on like you write everything down on in the game down on a piece of paper level, it's maybe not as thin as like it's maybe closer to the other things he's made in terms of like what's there. The environments are so boring in this.
Yes, they are. And the enemy's environments are both really boring, but I'm like, this kind of is reminding me of Lollipop Chainsaw. And I'm like, is this just what he wants to do? And
I don't know. Lollipop Chainsaw had the grindhouse style and things exploding into rainbows and big sound effects that were materialized and all kinds of stuff. And hey you.
Yes, but this has the sparkles when you do the super attack.
Man, there's something in that store that costs 510,000 cash. I have no idea how you're supposed to ever get that.
I didn't look in the shop once ever. I opened the page and then I left the page.
I used it a lot because I got a bastard that steals bastard seeds from other enemies.
Uh-huh.
And it recharges pretty fast. So in almost all of them are rare or epic. So I just sell them.
Oh,
so I maxed out the stats. from the weird Pac-Man game.
Oh, you can get them from that. I got all my stat money from doing, you know how you can do the boss refights and then
Oh, I did not do
wager.
those once. I'm like, these bosses are bad. Bye.
But the first boss, I was able to kill in under 30 seconds, and that got me 1.4 times whatever money I bet on it.
Yeah, that's probably what you're supposed to do, is just exponentially increase your money like that until you can make that much money.
Mm-hmm. That's how I maxed out the board game thing.
Bob, did you successfully turn space debris into anything ever?
Exactly once. It's like that system ain't done.
It seems like it takes so much to even make one of the first level of of upgrade materials. It's like, bro, there's 15 of these in the first level.
Uh-huh.
Why?
You know,
like,
I couldn't make sense of that system the whole time I played it, because I just put them in towards the red version, which is the harder one to get. So yeah, I'm about to make one the entire game.
Like, did you expect me to be flying between these levels all the time? You didn't really give me a reason to do that.
No, I was very careful about going slow between each location when I had to, and I went to literally every Palace Athena. And even that just did not get enough. Because a lot of times instead of space debris, they're like, hey, here's raw chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, Noel's going.
I didn't get much use out of any of the items either. Like, I didn't really need them.
Yeah, no, that's always the.
It's like you made a top level katsu curry. You get a buff for 40 seconds, and it's like, or I just won't.
I only made the bottom tier one. That was 20 seconds. Like, oh, that's useless. But I'm sure if I did this right, it would be useful. Apparently not.
I think it's 5 seconds for additional seconds for each tier above.
Who cares? The only time I use it is a boss, and I wouldn't even be able to get to the boss and hit him by the time that's done.
And there's all those weapons, but it's like, it's really just that, like, I didn't even test if they have different effects on enemies. I assumed they just, like, there's some weird rock, paper, scissors system. I just picked one and upgraded it and didn't use any of the others.
Yeah, there's only enough currency, like, in the game to upgrade 2 things. Like,
yeah, one ranged and one
right
melee.
So I did that, and I don't think there really is that much of a difference between the different weapons. I stuck with the rocket launcher.
They have different move sets, but they don't.
Oh, the melee weapons?
Yeah, the melee ones. Yeah. Like, they have different move sets, but like, they don't have different functions. The game isn't advanced enough for that kind of thing.
No, I want all of them being like, okay, one of these is going to be good for like a wide range of enemies, because I'm always being bum rushed by a bunch of zombies. So it'd be great to just have a weapon I can switch to that hits all of them at once. It's like, that's not a thing in the game.
Like, I kind of just put on, I like cannibalized all my bastards into the one that blows up, because that knocks bosses down.
Yeah.
And it knocks big enemies down, and then what I would do was just bomb them. They fall down. By the way, it sucks shit that they can get tagged and just, okay, well, I'm not doing anything. Goodbye.
Yeah, no, that's part of the reason. As soon as I found a badge that gave me, like, just upgrade my strengths for not having any of them equipped, I did. I was like, oh well, I'll never use them again. Bye.
I think another point is, I think I hate every single enemy in this game.
I'm sorry.
Like, there's not every single one pops up and I'm like, oh, fuck you. But that's every single one.
I got to the point where the only one that super bothered me was there's a goo man who, like, shoots lasers at you and stuff, and you have to hit him with an R1, like, super attack to knock off his goo, and then you can kill him. And that was
you can kill him. You can kill him without knocking off his goo. He just won't take damage from ranged weapons with his goo on.
Well, that's the secret. I fully upgraded the rocket launcher so I could kill literally anything else in one shot.
Yeah, I did the machine gun before I realized that there was the rocket launcher instantly pops weak points, so there's no reason to use anything else.
Yeah. But yeah, by the time I got through the game, I had figured out what seemed like the most ideal combo for the sword, and then use the rocket launcher in every other situation. And the most ideal combo for the sword was hit them twice with the weak attack, then jump and do a heavy attack, and then do that same thing repeated over and over again. That seemed like it was
I figured that
by
out.
far
and
more
what I
output
would
than-
do is I would throw the bomb. It blows up. They're on their back. I throw down this one that spins because I get blood from it spinning.
Mhm.
And then since the bloody summer attack staggers even bosses, I would just spam those as much as I possibly could so they would attack as little as possible. I'm trying to figure out if what I'm about to say would be a spoiler because it's so abstract as to be borderline incomprehensible if you haven't beaten both this and Shadows of the Damned. And also really looked at that final boss. I will save this observation for a future discussion.
Right.
I was already playing the spoiler music and taking off my headphones.
Oh, I do have one little thing to say. Halfway through the game, the dead gear gets upgraded, and I think it looks worse.
That design kind of grew on me, but yeah,
It grew on me too, but I still like the original more.
Yeah. I think there has to be something in like that has permeated Japanese media, because the line they say about you changing that look is almost identical to the one they used in Battlefield Baseball.
Bob, I literally
my-
brought
my-
this up on my side stream. I ran into another fucking piece of media that made the same joke. It was
Yeah,
like,
like,
I changed my mind. That's why my hair is blonde now. Well, of
right,
course I changed
my opinion
mind.
has changed, so of course my appearance has changed.
Yes, Battlefield Baseball, some unknown comedy film, and this are all making that joke. This joke is such a cryptid fucking joke, but it apparently is a thing.
It has permeated Japanese culture.
Or maybe Battlefield Baseball is so influential.
I'm sure that's it.
Maybe this is just the thing everyone in Osaka says.
It's more of a Kansai expression. Oh, I came from that region. I don't recall anyone making that joke.
What else could I say? I'm so fucking sick of Unreal Engine 5 lighting. Please light your goddamn levels manually. Please place lights manually. Please place lights manually. I can't see fucking anything in this game. Please place lights manually.
Yeah, it's just the game is literally just goo.
Yeah,
for a lot of it.
UE5 was a mistake. No More Heroes 3
It's
looked
not.
fine.
It's not
They
even
shouldn't have
goo.
upgraded.
It's just grungy and staticky and noisy. Like there's that level, the horror themed level, where you have like a flashlight coming out of your eye, and you look at something and see the shadow, and it's like jittering and shaking while you're just sitting there, just staring at it unmovingly, and the shadow on like a shelf is going fucking crazy and is heavy and blocky, and it's like, who thinks that's good?
Apparently, a number of people since the entire industry went stochastic rendering, the fucking dips.
Yeah. And this is the first game this entire gen where it's like, sometimes it only in the Palace Athenas that are optional, where they will dump a shitload of enemies on you, like a truly ludicrous amount. Sometimes it's like it goes down to like 12 frames a second.
Yeah, no, it's rough.
It's like, how is No More Heroes 3 on PS5 like 4K 60, 4K unstable 120, looks amazing, instant loading, like all the amazing showcase of all these PS5 features, and then the next game is this,
Right?
Is there some corporate decree that you have to use Unreal Engine 5?
Well, the idea is that you wouldn't want to use outdated versions of a software, because if you ran into problems, then you couldn't get proper support.
Right.
I would argue.
but lots of
Yeah,
people still use Unreal
UE5.
Engine 4.
I would argue that Unreal Engine 5 is a problem that you will
Yeah.
also not get support on.
Just fucking use Godot. Just switch to Godot.
To everything in your power to switch to the Godot. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Which did you hear they're having problems because so many dipshits are trying to add vibe coding to the database. It's open source.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
So like
Oh,
they're having to have people
man.
manually review a lot of like submissions. You're like, this is vibe code. Get out of here.
I had not considered the intersection of AI horseshit and open source.
Oh, I've
Yep.
heard countless stories about that, and even I hadn't considered that's going to happen to Godot too.
Yeah, somebody in chat said it, but Square Enix was like, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 will still be on UE4.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
Good on you.
yeah.
Probably because it's like they looked at it, then looked at the Switch 2, and it's like, that ain't happening if we moved to Unreal Engine 5.
Also, hey, I wonder how Kingdom Hearts is doing. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, hey, why is
Oh.
Sora on that autopsy table and you're pulling out the things marked UE5 and putting in something else? It would be insane because they showed us screenshots last year, but it would be so fucking funny if that game resurfaced and it's like it looks like Kingdom Hearts 3.
that would be ideal.
Yeah, it would. It really would.
And then you make
That would be
another
ideal,
one.
but it would be insanely funny.
It would.
It would. It would also be very funny. Oh yeah, something else I wanted to say. Every single stage in this game is probably twice as long or more than it should be.
Huh.
That only starts around I would say level like the horror level. The first few levels are fine.
I don't know.
And
Every
then it
time I
beco-
go to subspace, I want to tear my eyes out.
Oh yeah, I don't like subspace at all. In the city hall level, that was like the worst. Because it's like, where the you like that's the thing that makes me go like, oh, you had fucking no money. NetEase fucked you. It sucks between this and Visions of Mana. Like, I can't trust that Gang of Dragon game at all.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
fair.
Because that's
Yeah.
another one of those NetEase studios. So it's like is this thing going to be like a 6 to 7 hour long, insanely compromised like cinematic thing? That might still be fun, but I can't believe that you're going to make like a Dragon scale game from NetEase now.
Oh, she's gone.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, I guess that's all I got to say about Romeo.
Okay.
Must is a dead man. Wonderland.
I'm dead. I've passed.
It's funny because your head doesn't look transparent, even though I'm sure it is. It's just your face is so white.
Bob, you can't just say that. One second. Aggro,
Mm-hmm.
you know that Portrait of Ruin shit between Drac and Death? We're doing it. Whoa!
Man, it's so cool when bosses use your game mechanics.
Yeah.
Remember when Zeus absorbs the orbs in the end of God of War 3? That was so cool.
Yeah, he knocks them
That
out of
was.
you and he absorbs them. That's like, oh
And
shit.
I
That's awesome.
think he smashes your health bar at one point too.
Hey, remember where that QTE won't end until you stop bashing the buttons to beat the shit out of that guy? That's good. That's real good. Man, remember good video games? They were so good.
They were good.
I remember when video games were good.
Part of getting through Romeo's Dead Man was like, I need to eat my veggies and then I can go play Neo 3 again.
That is
I mean-
also how I thought of it. Yes.
Oh, wow.
It was
Meanwhile,
rough. It's like, oh, Neo 3. This is like one of the best, most interesting action games I played in forever. Hey, Romeo's
Also the
Dead Man,
fastest
you have
selling Neo 3 game. Also fastest selling Neo game because
Yeah.
shockingly it's really good.
but no, I want to see what Suda had for me.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to play Romeo's Dead Man because I'm getting through Game of the Year stuff, being like, oh boy, I get to play this when I'm done.
It's so exciting. We're all happy for you.
Yay. Yeah, they're
I'm sure the PS5 Pro will make the game look good.
I still need to see it on the normal. If you bring your PS5 normal over tonight for us to play Absolem, you should boot Romeo's Dead Man just so I can see it.
Yeah, sure.
Because
More like not see it.
Was that a joke about fascism or visual glitches?
You choose. Let your heart decide what I meant.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's move on. Bob, did you play anything else?
I also played Neo 3. That game's really good. I now played more into the Heian period, and it's interesting. It's actually this is when Genji is set, the video game Genji. But most of them.
Oh wow!
What they usually do in this time period is the main war, the Genji versus Taira stuff. But this is actually set after that.
Is the video game Genji based on the tale of Genji?
Yes. It's based on the tale of Genji.
It knocked me for a loop. Like when Genji takes place, the video game Genji.
Yes.
Why?
That is the appropriate cultural touchstone for that.
I think that might be more to the
relevant
gamer.
to U.S. gamers, just a
Right.
little, probably.
Um,
Slightly, honestly, 21 years on, 20 years on.
I know,
only
right?
Slightly.
but I feel like the tale of Genji has not really hit the States. Like there isn't a cool anime based on it or one that references it a lot.
Besides,
Which there should be.
People will always remember the giant enemy crab,
Yes.
where you can attack its weak spot for massive damage.
Man, Sony was so good back then. Jesus. I miss those days.
God.
But yeah, so Yoshitsune, the main character from the Genji video game, he's been kicked out of his clan by his brother, so now you're helping him in fighting against his brother who's now gone evil. Is possessed by some spirit. I've been kicking this game back and forth between Japanese and English. The English is a more of a European cast. It doesn't sound like as typical all British as it normally does when that sort of thing happens, but sometimes they say things real weird.
Like?
I can't even begin to pronounce how they said Aratama, but it was something.
Did
I was also jumped. What's
I have a
what's
shameful
up?
confession.
What's up?
I just skip every fucking cutscene in Neo 3.
That's fair.
It's like
They aren't good.
the stories are
Oh
not.
my.
I mean, they just don't
Jesus.
matter.
They don't.
Like, it's like I want to play the game. It's a cool action game. I don't give a shit about the story that doesn't matter.
That means you skipped a cutscene where I got jump scared by my character talking after, I don't know, 15 hours. I don't think he said a word until then. And he introduces himself as like, that doesn't sound like the voice I chose.
What the fuck?
My name is Tekechio. I'm like,
The oatmeal is lumpy.
This does Neo 3 does kind of have the same problem as Neo 2, where it's like this one summon is just clearly better than every other one in the game. Like they nerfed the snake in Neo 2 like 2 times, and it was still almost better than everything else in the game.
So what's it in this one?
The Kamaitachi is really good. It kind of falls off until you get a higher leveled one.
Mm-hmm.
I like the ones that you can use twice more than I don't want like the one and done ones.
Yeah, no, the one I've been sticking with is what are those super demons that show up in each map and you have
the Blood Edge Demon.
Yeah, the Blood Edge Demon. I've been using the Blood Edge Demon.
That's what I've used a little bit, but that's another one. I also found that there's an electric version of the wolf.
Ooh.
The wolf demon with the big claws, and it just like does a big dome of electricity around it, and that really eats through guys. I killed a Blood Edge demon by taking Bob's advice, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna throw shit at you.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't
will
know how to
fight
deal
you with
that.
no honor. I'm gonna jump on top of this house and shoot you with a bow and then run before you can get me up here.
Yeah, there's one time it was so bad he kept chasing me. And then he got outside of this area he could spawn in, so he despawned. I was upset.
Yeah, that happens. That happens with some of the bosses that are just on the overworld, where it's really fucking annoying. It's like, oh, I got outside my area. I'm just gonna despawn and then respawn back in the area with full health. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I didn't even chase you there. You threw yourself out there.
Yeah, you ran. What was that about? I think it's really funny they do this stuff where they're like, oh, it's set in the olden times, so when we do an English dub, we're gonna bring in all these, like, make it sound more like old British sort of stuff. And then I switched it over to Japanese, and then it's like, that lady's just doing the RR voice. You saying that was like, is that old timey?
Aura,
Oh, yeah.
aura, isn't it?
That is eternal.
I mean, it is, but I don't think it's that traditional.
It's a
Like that snake rolled up out of that tree on Eve, and she was like, "Ara ara."
Ara, ara. Oh, go blimey. Oh, aura. Bob's your uncle. Ara, ara.
Bob is not your uncle in ancient Japan.
Babu is your uncle. Ara, ara.
But yeah, that game's really cool and has lots of cool stuff. I actually haven't engaged in a lot of the summons all that much because I feel like I tear them apart so easily just without doing it that it feels just cheap. But again, I'm doing stuff that's cheap anyway. I'm standing back and showing my windmill shuriken and then changing it to show it again for free.
That windmill shuriken is so awesome. I wish it did more damage the more times you caught and threw it back out.
Oh, that would be good. I'm like statting almost entirely into the skill stat, which makes the ninjutsu stuff just do more damage.
Ooh, maybe I should consider resetting and doing that. I've kind of been neglecting it because I've been using an axe so much as the samurai.
Yeah, I feel bad. The way I set my stats up, I'm like, there is no samurai weapon I can use that actually is getting buffed by both stats I'm building. So my samurai weapons are just weaker.
I think there's definitely a samurai weapon that's skill based. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I was using it at the start of the game.
Because I'm doing skill and strengths, and a lot of them are skill, but then they have
but they
else.
They aren't summoned by. They aren't buffed by both. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I put a lot into magic so I could have the 4. I could have 4 slots. I'm probably not going to get 5 because you need 40 magic to get all 5.
Wow, that is a lot.
Have you been messing with the magic? Did you discover that those the purple, the Sudama, the purple skull ones, not the Kodama with the cups on their head?
Mm-hmm.
The thing what they gives you 8 lightning talismans that just destroy things.
Oh no, I didn't mess with magic much at all.
It causes lightning. It gives you 8 of those talismans. Just like lightning will rain down in a straight line. If the enemy is big, every single one will hit them.
That's great.
Like, it carried me through that entire first area because nothing had an answer. And then one of the bosses gives you one. It's like, yeah, it's the sloth talismans. You hit them with it, and the enemy moves at half speed for like 45 seconds. Which is really funny because it even affects gravity. So they'll do like their jumping slash. It's like, and it'll be like you highlighted them in Photoshop and slowly lifting them towards you. So I would knock them down and hit them with that and then just dump lightning on them, like die.
That's really good. Yeah, I like how many different ways you can just destroy these dudes. And I think there's a system in here where I could just set up a whole different build that I load into. I don't need to start a new character or anything. I can just
you could change everything at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Which I've always thought is maybe a little too much freedom, but it's fine. Especially in a game like this with so many options. Like, you want to be able to swap around.
Yeah, like this has, 16 weapons or something? It's ludicrous.
I think it's 14, but yeah. And then a magic system, and then ninjutsu.
And then the summon spirit stuff, which have their own magic spells. But yeah, I started using the tonfa yesterday, and those are really good. Like absurdly.
Yeah, the tonfa are really fun, especially with how like the ninja uses so much less stamina to attack. It's just like, yeah, I'm here, enjoy being caught in my infinite tonfa combo.
Yeah, you could do 2 hits with the tonfa, then do the like spirit dodge thing. In the tonfa have a thing that turns that into an attack, so it doesn't take any stamina to use, and you're regaining stamina while he does it. It's like, good lord, I'm just never gonna run out.
And then at the end, you do your guardian spirit attack, which continues. It's almost like a fighting game. Like you pop your assist to keep them in hit stun while you regain stamina.
Yeah, I thought it was really funny when I had the Tengu one of those where I just fly into air and shoot wind. It was like, I'm out of reach. You can't do anything. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say about Neo 3 for this week. Did you have anything else?
Nah, I hardly got to play it.
Yeah, I was really glad when I finished up Romeo's Dead Man on like Monday, and I was like, then I finally last night had time to play Neo 3 again. And I think that's everything I played this week. Oh, except for Absalom, which me and Noel played.
This time I thought it would be neat to change the name of the game we're talking about in advance of talking about it. Unlike with Neo 3 there. Yeah, we played Absalom for people who don't remember. That is it Lizard Cube, Bob? Did they handle the
I think it's Lizard Cube. I think that's
Okay.
right. I can check.
Yeah, you looked it up. It's a beat 'em up. It's a hack and slash sort of game, but it's a roguelike. You're traveling across this large space with multiple different routes. And
it's Guard Crush Games.
Guard Crush. Okay, cool. And you are wizards, and magic is forbidden, and the evil machine lord who fucking wants you wizards to not have any influence because, oh my god, wizards are fucking dangerous. It's like, yo, what if we had these weird D8s that flew around and had the No Man's Sky eye in them? This is all accurate. This started attacking you. Also, every kingdom is just... Tell me if you've heard of this. So he kind of rewards like a ritualistic sacrifice every week, and then they each nation, each countryside gets some sort of fucking like favor in his eyes by doing the shittiest things you could imagine in order for them to excel even slightly. So they're all constantly backstabbing each other and making their own country slightly worse because of this absolute shitheel of a human. Anyways, so yeah, it's got some really pretty art. It's got some neat ideas. It is really cool. I agree with what Bob said many weeks ago on Big Think Dimension of, I really like a lot of things in that game. I would like that game way more if it wasn't a roguelike. It's got really interesting like modifiers and things on your specific arcane attacks and other things you would want to do. There are builds you can make. You can spec it to like, what was it? We've unlocked 5, I believe, different types of magic.
I think that's right, yeah.
And each of those has a different like, oh, if you dodge at the right moment, it'll spawn this thing that causes this effect. And if you have more of this magic and get key into that, and then you can make this thing insanely strong. So I would have a thing that's like, oh, spawn a spark in midair when you use an arcane attack, but also it will spawn a giant wave of water, and you can later get a modifier that makes the spark home in on the enemies and all of this shit. You can get a thing that your arcane attack, for people who are curious, it's kind of like blowing like an old school beat 'em up your ult, right? So think Golden Axe Magics, because it is literally going for that. So you'd pop that in order to use your ability. There's something like 6 that you can get at the beginning of your run. You get to select one of the 6, and you get cool modifiers as you go. This game is really enjoyable. I like it a lot. However, it is really frustrating that we got to the final boss. We did a really good run, and because I'd never seen the final boss before, he recovered from a thing he did way faster than I imagined possible. And I didn't resurrect Bob quite in time, so we have to do the whole run again. So I'm doing that after podcast tonight. Luckily, we already did our Game of the Year recording. I didn't see anyone do the thing they did for 3 of the other parts where they're like, is Big Think not happening tonight? What's going on? I'm scared. And I saw that every week except for last week because we went straight from the state of play to Big Think. And we recorded the Game of the Year the night before. So, hey, Aggro, you know how I just said they're all wizards?
Uh-huh.
So I played a short dwarf guy who beats people to death with his fucking fists, and his arcane magic is a blunderbuss.
Glorious.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard, by the way.
Every time we saw trailers for this and they popped out the frog wizard, I'm like, oh, I love him. Look at him. He's a frog who's flying around with his fucking cane and staff. Just, it's such a good animation. He's got this cool long cloak. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. This game has, again, there are individual to each place different routes, but also broadly, you're traveling through the countryside in drastically different routes. It's cool then. You get to do different things on each run to see like how that'll go for you. And each run, you might uncover a thing that makes a shrine or something else of some variety open up in a new area. So there's new motivation to go on the bottommost route or a secret route. There are lots of secrets, like secret areas you can access. The secret rabbit is on the screen to let you know there's a secret, and your dumbass will never find it. We were hugging every wall and just being like, fucking rabbit was here. Where's the secret exit? I need this. Third rate minion in chat says, oh, the frog is a Bakshi wizard. Yeah. In a little bit.
I'm glad you changed your name, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. If that's the end of this game, I'm going to clap so hard and it's going to get my like number 2 on Game of the Year.
God, I wish.
That'd be so awesome. But yeah, let's see. What else do I need to tell people about so they get interested? I could just do what I did with Death Stranding 2. Hey, yeah, so you start each run in front of a giant pregnant woman. She's a goddess. Pregnancy enthusiasts, Absolem, available now for $20. Right? It's 20, right?
I think it's 30. Let me double check. I actually have that page still up. Wait, no, I don't. But I can open it. On Steam, it's on sale for $18.75. It's normally $25.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was either 20 or 25. That's good. Yeah, no, I think the game's really neat. I really am enjoying it. We didn't try any of the online co-op. We only played it local. Yeah, I really like it. Like one of the modifiers I could get is when, again, I'm playing as that dwarf. Carl?
Carl is right. Yes.
Okay, because you were Galara, right? Or Galandra.
Galandra, I think.
Yes.
I think.
Carl. Anyways, so I grabbed people and there was a modifier that's like hit triangle after you pick them up in order to fucking dunk their ass into the ground like Android 18. And I was like, oh shit, that's awesome. So I'm a little sad I can't equip that at the beginning of a run.
Yeah, no, I really wish that there were ways to like get specific things like that just always on your character.
They do have a way where as you find these artifacts that give you buffs of various rarities and values and things and different attributes and stuff. Like, for example, you can get the BFF ring or BFF bracelet. Can't remember. Either way, I was thinking of Maxim and the JB bracelet. Good time. You can resurrect your friend at 40% health instead of 10. So you can just both have the rings and just bring each other back stronger and better. It's
kind of crazy how different this game is 2-player than it was 1-player.
Oh yeah, I bet it's much better 2-player.
It is. Because you can't revive yourself in any way except for those auto revives.
Except for the item that auto revives, yeah. Or the blessing that auto revives.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you actually do have an ultimate attack, but it's so rare in this game. You get one. Yeah. And you can technically find another on your travels, but it'll either be insanely expensive or just not even show. So that's like your fucking get me the hell out of here card when shit has really hit the fan.
Yeah, I was sad. I actually did a run is the Fog Wizard. His ultimate attack just made 2 clones of him that also attacked. And I was like, dude, is Galandra. I hit my sword in the ground and kill everything on screen. You need to step this up a bit.
No, please respect my low effort.
I want to try out the Frog Wizard real bad. Galandra seemed fucking cool and kind of my style because she has that gigantic fucking sword.
Yeah, Galandra's really good. She's got her own grab thing where she grabs them, and then like you can see her arm.
Bob, that's
like,
so intense. Your hand is huge.
It's huge and pointing at you.
It's huge and pointing. Jesus. Anyways, what are we?
But yeah, she grabs them, and then you see like her muscles like vibrate and suck stuff out of the dude, and that restores your mana. I only got that once on the runs we did earlier, but that was really cool. But yeah, maybe we'll switch it up, and I'll play as that other new character, the ninja girl.
Also, I'm not sure if you knew this. After we beat the game, we can play it again.
It's true.
We could even do that after Game of the Year.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Impossible.
But here's the thing, Bob. I have no idea how it runs on the Pro. Maybe the Pro will enhance its graphics.
Just buy a copy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
Crazier things have happened, I suppose. We are doing this on my file, right? Because you had
Yes,
your own.
we're doing
and you
all
wanted
on-
a fresh
on-
one because it wouldn't it won't show you any of the plot.
Right. Which I did look, and I can make a whole new file on my other set, but it's like, whatever.
Okay.
We'll just do it on Noel's account.
Yeah,
That makes
whatever.
more
Like at the
sense.
end of the day, like maybe I'll get it and then I can carry on from there or something.
Right, exactly.
But yeah.
I wonder if it's on sale on PlayStation as well, if that's only a Steam sale.
I wonder. Yeah, that game's really cool and I really enjoy it. For people who maybe didn't pick it up from the clues, it is a 2D beat 'em up side scrolling. It's a belt scroller.
Yeah, it's a bell scroller.
It's a belt scroller.
It's a button basher.
Yeah, it's a button masher. It's got a lizard king.
It does have a Lizard King.
He's fucking an absolute unit. Dude's like, what if K. Rool was the size of a God of War ogre? Is kind of what we're going with here. He's got a big pot belly, but he's also like 18 feet tall.
That's kind of just K. Rool as established in
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. He is pretty K rule coded.
Mick Gordon track. Yeah, Bob was telling me Mick Gordon worked on.
Yeah, I don't think he's the only composer on it, but you could definitely tell some are him. Like when
Yeah.
you get to that
You really
the
can fucking
first
tell.
boss.
You can tell when it just kicks in a Mick Gordon track and you're like, holy shit, what?
It is not on sale on PlayStation.
Okay. I like when the video game music good. Controversial, I know. Controversial. But yeah, this game's really, really neat. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. Looking forward to playing more of it later. Maybe we'll even talk about it sometime soon. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the art in it a lot more than, because this is the same people who did the combat for Streets of Rage 4,
Yes.
but not the artists. And
Yeah.
I like the way it looks more than that did.
Then Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I like them both a lot. I like the visual styles of both a lot. I do think this is more impressive in its fidelity. Like, there's a lot more detail and a lot more frames of animation in this than I think Streets of Rage 4 had.
Yeah.
Yeah, Streets of Rage 4 is kind of like, what would be? It's more framey. But yeah, this game is good. I could recommend this game. It seems like a really fun time. Here's what we need, though. Okay, it's great. It's great that they did this for us. Here's what I need. Here's what I really need. Okay, if you're a developer and you're listening, maybe talk to your friends about this. Why can't no one make a 3D Gauntlet? Why can't we have Gauntlet Legends again? What the fuck's going on? Give me a Gauntlet Legends, goddammit.
I mean, that's kind of what that Blood Moon game looked like.
Yeah. Yeah. if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, Crimson Moons.
Crimson
Moon.
Moons.
Yeah.
Crimson Moons.
I'm kind of interested in how that game's structured because they said apparently like it has procedural generation, but it still seems to be like a linear thing you're going through.
I think a demo for this is supposed to come out next week for the Steam Next Fest, so I guess we'll find out.
Neat.
Yeah. I just want Dumb Guy Fantasy to be back.
Yeah.
Like we need to return to Dragon Age Origins having the was it Godsmack?
It was 9 Inch Nails? Wasn't
Was
it?
Yeah, 9 Inch Nails, I think, is in that trailer. And then you see everybody in their applause is like, man, Dragon Age used to be so good. And it's like, man, no wonder Veilguard failed. You needed to be catering to these people. These were your
Yeah.
audience.
Right? No, that's true.
But instead of that, we get dialogue like, "See, there's a lot you could both learn from each other."
And an obvious plot twist that we're going to spend the next 60 hours pretending you didn't instantly figure it out.
Okay, just throwing this out there. Maybe if we're all going to decide that plots are really important in video games,
You
and
should
they're
be
gonna
able to
told-
write them.
and they're going to be told in really cinematic ways that are hyper engaging with a relatively small cast, maybe video games shouldn't be 60 hours. Just a thought. Just a thought. Just a thought. Just a thought. But that's it. I'm done talking about us all. We might talk about more in the future. I'm very excited. Bob, did you play anything else?
No, that was everything I played.
Aggro, what have you been playing?
I finished Pipistrello.
Whoa!
That is the closest I have ever come to hurling a controller across the room. The D-pad on this DualSense you can see me holding here is
yeah.
a squishy piece of bullshit.
It is. Yes.
If I hit the left arrow, and it is possible to read an up or a down instead of, not in addition to, instead of left, your device is fundamentally non-functional.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a reason I use the Game Sir and DualShock 4. And it's because that D-pad on the DualSense sucks.
So, I finally got through that. You have 5 minutes to get through this whole jumping segment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It took me 2 sessions to do it because I kept dying on the same couple of parts because I would just wall slam in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
I got through that, and I started fighting the last boss, and I got through phase 1 of the boss. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. A lot of the bosses in this game are nice. And it immediately dropped me into a do more of the wall slam jumping, and I turned off damage from falls and enemies and just walked through that boss fight because I was fucking done.
Yeah, no, that did kind of drive me crazy when they want to do that in the middle of the boss.
But yeah, it's Pipistrello. I look forward to actually listening to that spoiler cast now.
Cool.
I also got to play a little bit more of Heartworm.
Hmm.
An interesting thing happened in this game. I got to a new area, and there's 2 new enemies I've encountered. One of them are angel statues that come to life when you get near them, encase you in a ring of stalagmites so you can't escape, and then do this big AoE line rock attack at you. The other is wolves. Of the 2, I hate the wolves.
I think that's how it works in survival horror games. You hate the wolves. If it's a dog-like enemy, it sucks.
They're just faster than you. So if one sees you, if you're not next to the exit to the area, you're dead. Like, oh, you can do the camera at him, it'll stun him for 0.2 of a second. And then he kills you anyway.
So wait, are you saying that this dog does 11,640 damage per second.
God damn it. Why did I not see that coming? I was like, what, best antagonist? Where are we going with this?
Like this game has the when you go to the items menu, you've got the fine, good, caution, danger. What do you EKG that goes from like green to yellow to red?
Oh yeah, like your status.
Yeah, but you
thing.
get way more hits on that thing than you do in a Resident Evil game. I did finally beat the first chessboard in the main archive, the one where you just play the computer in chess, because I realized it's not a very advanced chess bot. It just does the same thing every time.
Oh.
So if you make the same moves, it'll make the same moves.
Oh, wow.
And since it's not tuned to be super high level, it basically just never attacks. So as long as you just develop your pieces, it will eventually go, well, I can't, like I'm not deep blue, I have to blunder a bishop eventually. And it'll just feed you material if you don't make a mistake.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind next time, and I will do that because I am equally capable of playing chess.
Did you get anything for doing it?
I got a first aid kit.
That's it?
That's what's in that drawer.
That's what's it. I'm gonna puke. Oh my God. I was staring at this shit going, this must be a great mystery. This must give me extra lore. Jesus Christ. I can't fucking believe this. I spent so much time going, I'm really missing out. If only I were better at chess. Shit.
I think overall, the impression I have of this game so far is as I'm playing it, this fixed camera angle, tank control, zoom into over the shoulder, like it's the gameplay is a little coarse. It's not the production values. It's a PS1 game. They're not super stellar. The story is so ambiguous as to not be able to tell whether it's actually good yet. But it is interesting. And I know it's not going to be 80 hours, and I know it's not going to have a checklist of horse shit at the end. It's just, it's a small game made for less money by fewer people.
It is.
And I am having an equally good amount of time because it's just a neat little game. And it was a healing experience to the soul. I didn't get to play any more of Aces of Thunder, but I did hear it got an update. Where if you'll remember before I said when you're in the cockpit, all you can control are like the throttle and the flaps and the stick. Mm-hmm. It apparently got an update to just manually control everything.
Oh, wow. That's pretty big.
Yeah, so you can just go in now. I feel like that was on its way, but not done, because I don't think that's something they could have implemented this fast based on feedback.
Right, of course.
So it looks like this might be give it a couple of updates and see what they add in, because that update also added in just like regular multiplayer deathmatch.
That's fucking insane.
Which was just not in it before. But yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Hey, Chris, what you been playing?
So I streamed Wonderful 101.
Oh my God. And the howls of the dam haunted your stream in the chat saying, I still haven't gotten my reward.
That was so many people. That was so many people.
Oh no.
God, that Kickstarter was 5 years ago.
Yeah, no, that was forever ago.
Oh, but it didn't
Kami was
crash.
still employed
Not even
there.
once.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, and apparently people are saying like, yeah, I never had it crash. So I guess it's just either they fixed it, like they launched rough and they fixed it, or it was just a weird outlier.
Yeah, because both me and you had a lot of crashes when it first came out.
I played on PC when it first came out because I got the PC and then I didn't want to wait just for the physical PS4 version.
Right.
Man, I think that game probably changes genre too much. Like, that's the Platinum special. I think it's interesting in the sense that it's like Platinum making a Nintendo style game where it's much more tuned for playing through, like, the person who plays through it and then stops, than something like a Bayonetta or like a Devil May Cry pre-5. But I think they have too many, and there's no way that Nintendo wasn't like, we fucking need games for the Wii U, get it out.
Yeah.
So a lot of them feel very unpolished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's still a really fun game with a delightful story. I hate the gamepad segments. They were
another one of those
they were
things,
kind of
like,
tolerable
clearly
on the Wii U. They're not they're less tolerable when you have to hit a button to see picture in picture.
need to prove that it's made for the Wii U. Okay, here you go.
Yeah. But like, that's a really fun game with really great dialogue and characters. I think it's funny that that Kamiya just made his own version of Dante and wanted to make his own normal visual style Devil May Cry type game starring him, but then that did not happen because Wonderful 101 sold nothing to anybody ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a game that it looks nice. It has lots of fun characters. It has Yuri Lowenthal doing a really, really, really thick Japanese voice.
Oh.
Because he plays Wonder White, the ninja who uses the dual claws.
Cool.
It has a lot of really great performances. I love Dr. Shirogane, the simultaneously Southern and Japanese scientist.
Wait, which is it?
So he's at one point he says, we have to win this war against the aliens so we can go eat sushi and grits. I've watched a lot more anime since the game came out, so it's like, here's our super weapon we're gonna use to destroy the alien fleet. I'm like, wait a fucking second, that's just the solar ray from Gundam. It's shaped exactly like it. It is just the solar ray.
Yeah, no, Kamiya's direct with a lot of things.
I hate the turtles so much. This is kind of a game where, like, someday I will stream this game again after I practice it extensively, so I can beat it without humiliating myself multiple times. Because I just got dog walked by your rival character, who is Quentin Flynn being very flamboyant.
Yeah, you said this thing about being more like Nintendo-like design of like really played true once, and it's like, but it still has like it still can just wreck you. Like,
it can still just wreck you. It's a very weird balance. I learned some cheese though, which is you can hit the button because you have a block in the game that you turn into a big pudding.
Mm-hmm.
You turn into a big, like, Japanese style flan pudding. That blocks blunt attacks. It can't block sharp attacks. It can only block blunt attacks. But the game also has like the Mirror of Moncala style platinum parry, where you press the direction towards them as the attack happens. So you can like option select it with the block, and you can hit forward towards them while doing the block, and either the block will work and deflect it, or you will counter it.
I'm surprised those stack. Yeah, that's funny.
I think it's very funny that you have a crafting system, much like crafting the lollipops in Bayonetta 2 introduced that, I think.
1 even had that.
That's, 1? Okay, so... But I don't need to use any consumables. I mean, they dump consumables on you in the levels. You don't need to creating.
Right.
But if you
don't need any
combine
more.
30 of each resource, you can create the space credit card.
What?
Yeah. If you get 30 of each space carrot, space eggplant, and space pepper,
Mm-hmm.
you can combine them to make the Wonder credit card, which lets you buy any item in the store for free.
That's really funny. That's great.
So you can get a couple of the really expensive things by doing that. But yeah, it's a really fun game. It has some rough spots. It has some parts that are just plain mean, like control this thing with the left stick and this thing with the right stick and dodge shit. I'm like, but nobody alive can do that. Our brains are literally designed to not be able to do that.
Tommy only plays arcade games. He can do it.
Yeah, he fucking sealed himself in the fucking chest, in the fucking tomb with Space Harrier, and came out of Super Saiyan. Which, by the way, the Space Harrier segment in this sucks. It's more direct than it's ever been because it's literally like you're piloting a mech and it grabs like a ship that is shaped the same as the gun in Space Harrier, and then you fight the first two bosses of Space Harrier in that segment. But like you're so big that it doesn't feel like you have as good of visibility as Space Harrier, and there's also all kinds of shit on the screen.
Yeah.
To again make it harder to control than Space Harrier. But it's a pretty delightful game. I highly recommend you play it if you never have. I know for a fact nobody played it because nobody showed up.
Yeah, I feel like it's fun. We need to play through on the channel at some point too. But
yeah, you got to get you got to do the Wii U version before it dies.
Yeah, Noel keeps trying to kill the Wii U. It's Mighty Number 9.
But on Saturday, the bear and bird must return. I am playing Banjo-Kazooie Nostalgia 64, a full game length ROM hack running through the Banjo recompile. Featuring such levels as Yoshi's Story, Bob-omb Battlefield, Womp's Fortress, Diddy Kong Racing, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Those levels would work for the moveset in a Banjo.
They're really changed. Like they're changed into Banjo because I played a little bit to make sure it worked. It's also really strange to hear Mario 64 songs in the Banjo-Kazooie sound font.
Oh.
Yeah, that shit's weird.
It's like a bit of lemon or something. I don't like that.
But I am doing this because it's getting about the time of year where I have to prepare and build hype for my birthday donathon, which I have not decided whether or not it will happen next week or the week after. I haven't decided whether it should be before. I should wait until after my birthday or do it the weekend before because I have to start on a weekend because I have a job.
Mm-hmm.
But here is the promo sheet for this year's.
What?
We have some deeply evil things this time. We have changed the pricing structure a little bit so I can do more horrible things that take longer.
Oh, this is I can't talk about it until it's on screen, but
Yeah,
I'm absolutely delighted by some of the things I'm seeing. I did not know about this in advance.
This is the first time that the completed version has been shown to anybody.
Okay, one moment. I just keep winning.
So, because you're legally required to start all donathons with Mighty Number 9, we will be starting with Mighty Number 9. Then you get Banjo-Kazooie, The Jiggies of Time, a mod by the same person, a full game-length mod, but it's Ocarina of Time.
Exquisite.
Then Sonic Before and After the Sequel, which are the two fan games that Lake Fapard, creator of Spark the Electric Jester, made.
Oh.
They're very interesting. They're from so long ago they have to be run in Windows 7 compatibility mode.
Ooh.
Wow.
They're high on life too.
Yippee!
You know what's worst about High on Life 2? It's one of those fucking games that's digital first and physical later, so I'll have to buy it digitally.
That's not true. The worst thing about it is that it's Unreal Engine 5. Have fun.
It'll be fine, probably. No, it's out. Actually, I think it is.
It is out. The first one, for anyone who doesn't know, is UE4.
Yeah, that came out like 2 weeks ago and nobody's talked about it.
People were lighting up Digital Foundry, apparently, saying that they went way too easy on the game visually and it looks like fucking shit.
Well, that's fine. It can't be as bad as Romeo is a Dead Man, sadly.
It could be just as bad.
Then Life is Strange Double Exposure and Reunion, the one that comes out on the 17th of March.
Oh no.
Then the Earthbound Halloween hack, the first thing Toby Fox ever put out.
Getting cultured.
All I know about it is that there's a slur in it, and we'll get to it and clap together.
Jesus.
I'm very interested to get to see what I will learn is going to be in Deltarune from what's in that.
You're going to stream that on Thursday, right? So that way it's like, this Thursday, will they say it?
Probably not. Then the bad 6th gen platformer Death Vote.
Oh, cool. People get to make you play Sphinx.
No. That's a Zelda-like.
Oh, okay. That is true. It is far more Zelda-like.
They will have the opportunity to make me play Tak.
Oh.
People are asking which slur. A homophobic one. Then Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I already bought it. I'm looking at it right now. It was on cart. It was on. It went down to like $18. I was like, I'll have to play this eventually.
That's another game that just came out and no one talked about it at all.
It came out in October of last year.
Right.
Like, sadly, all these games that have become like our nemesises on this show, one of us has to end up streaming. Then the Penny Arcade Adventures, Rain Slick, blah, 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 1+2. I considered doing all 4, and then I played a little bit, and I'm like, you don't want these.
Yeah, no.
They aren't interesting at all.
No, they're just RPG Maker plus Penny Arcade writing. It's not fascinating in the way the first 2 are.
And then Silent Hill Silent Hill Homecoming and Downpour, which is the absolute most expensive one, because one of those games is disc-only Xbox back compat. That's the only way you can play it in modern platforms other than digging out a fucking 360.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and it's like $120.
Oh my god.
So I'll buy it and then send it to Noel and Bob when they inevitably have to do it.
Oh my god. Jesus.
So yeah, please stay tuned next week for when it will actually happen, but there's the thing you can hype for. I had a plan for Mighty Number 9 that I decided not to do because Twitch might take offense.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Which is, I'm gonna eat this edible. For every $100 you give me during this playthrough, I'll take another. Can I beat Mighty Number 9 under this rule set?
I mean, that's the sort of science I've never done on Mighty Number 9. It might be an interesting data point. You can't say that's what you're doing on your stream.
Yes, I have some modified language which might return with another game.
Oh, okay.
For on a certain day.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm so slow on things today. Chris, you said you had what was it? Another plan.
Oh no. So today at work, I bumped my chin with something sharp and was so fucking petrified that it would have cut, that it left a cut, but it did not cut, so it's fine.
Thank God. Oh no. That
Like,
would be the worst.
Like, I was petrified. I had to immediately run to my car and check in the like the rear window.
You're like, I need a skin graft now. Jesus. I realized I didn't talk about Fantasy Life I.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I also didn't talk about what else I've been playing. Chris, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about before we get to me?
No.
Okay.
That's everything.
So I've been streaming more Fantasy Life I over on my side channel, No Slam, with 2 M's. It's been great. That game's absolutely delightful. Somehow Twitch is telling me that stream was 7.5 hours and it didn't feel like it at all. I gained like 20 fishing levels, several cooking levels. I made so much furniture. I took down some top tier fish. It's really cool. See, Bob, when you go fishing in that game, you walk up to a fish and like you're on the shore near the fish and the different. So there are a bunch of different islands, and the different islands, the fish have levels. They're like enemies in an RPG. So you walk up to them and you hit X to start it, and this is your typical fishing thing. You know, it comes up and it bites a little and nibbles a little, and then once it actually gets purchase of it, you know, bites down real hard. That's when you hit X, and this begins the battle. Now the battle, you have a square button function. And the left analog stick points it in any of 16, I believe, directions. And you need to hit the square button in those directions using your SP gauge to try to find the sweet spot in order to enhance your damage. So once you do that, you can then start smashing the X button to go into that direction. And this will build your ultimate meter, so you can pull off your ultimate yank. And it literally is called high and dry. And they describe it as yanking back on your rod real hard. So you need to line this up so that way you build enough meter to pull your high and dry technique to get these fish.
Incredible.
It is so fucking fun. I also get a second technique. I meant to post this on the No Slam Blue Sky account, and I forgot. I did take a picture. I did transfer it to my phone. I have a problem. I ended that stream and went and did one more quest on the fishing line, and I actually got up to a new scale. Like, I'm a fishing expert now. That's the highest I've gotten in any class. And that gave me a technique where I can charge the triangle to do an even harder yank than the normal X charge. So I can yank rods real good, and we're cranking and yanking, and I'm leveling up. I'm getting real strong out here. My forearms are going to look beastly.
Or get a repetitive stress injury.
Probably. I mean, that's what Chris said happened to him with the game.
Right?
Oh, yeah, it was serious. It unironically gave me trigger thumb. I have to go to the doctor.
So I haven't been able to play it at a speed of which that would happen with me. So I don't know if that would happen with me if I was playing it nonstop. But hey, check this out.
Yeah, I did spend like 6 hours crafting.
Yeah. Spiff points out you got to get the fish right to the edge before using the ultimate yank. And it's true. Because that's actually a correct description. Because then you do the ultimate yank and then you get an expert fishing. And when you do that, you get more drops from the successful fishing. Seriously, that's the technique of the game. You have to ride that edge and then use the ultimate yank in order to do it.
Yeah, the game has a overkill. So if you're battling the boss tree, and you use your ultimate when it's at like 1 health instead of like 100. You will overkill it and it will drop more materials.
And kind of similarly to the fishing mechanic, the tree mechanic also has a sweet spot. So you eventually, through the skill tree, which is a sphere grid, unlock the ability to use the sweet spot mechanic. So you're circumnavigating the trunk of this thing, and eventually it'll let you know which angle is the sweet spot angle. And then you can use an ultimate, or you could do a charged hit. And there's
just hit it right in its tree spot.
The weak spot of the tree, yeah. There's techniques to beating wood. Anyways, so I got this nice fan art from Spadoinkle. I'm sure Bob will appreciate to see.
Jesus.
This is the sequel to the Little River King. The Legend of River King art for anyone who didn't see that stream. That was before I connected the two accounts to let people know. Nobody ever asked. AC Li-Fi is fucking great. That has been an awesome fucking time over there. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm gonna ruin that channel's analytics. I'm just gonna crater. If you look me up on Twitch Tracker, it's gonna show you a picture of Yamcha in the crater. I stumbled into the roguelike mode. It's just on the island in a corner. I eventually bumped into, because there's a whole island you can clean up and redecorate and just do Animal Crossing with. Like straight up. The strangelings occupy the island. You build houses for them. This game has everything. This is the 110-hour cozy fest game. It has literally everything you could want. Anyways, in the corner is the roguelike mode, man. And he puts you to sleep on his strange bed. And you slip into what is a bizarro dream version of the giant open world thing. Mm-hmm. And in there, you do your runs with the Choose 3 factory, where me and chat are all just like, why the fuck is a Pick 3 factory in this game that's already fucking hyper addictive?
You need literally everything.
Everything. This was a post-launch update for people who didn't know. And as I was talking to Chris about why did they do this, apparently it gives you good materials for doing endgame crafting, which kind of makes sense.
It's so funny how the guy who puts you into this is the most evil looking creature in existence. But after doing it a couple times, he hasn't proven himself actually evil yet. So it's just like, go talk to Satan to start the roguelike mode. It's fine. He's on the level.
Yeah. No, he just really wants you to sleep in his bed. It's fine. It's fine.
He'll make you pay nuts after the first time, though. He wants some fucking acorns to let you sleep in the nightmare bed.
Yeah, for some reason, he's like, by the way, here's some rent for me occupying part of this island. It's 10 nuts. By the way, I charge 3 nuts for you to sleep in my bed. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, no. It's been really cool.
Have you been doing the shrines in Ginormosia?
I have not gone back to Ginormosia. For anyone who thinks we're ruining the name, it's literally they turned ginormous into like a name for a continent. So it's Ginormosia. Absolute nightmare. Anyways.
Well, I had forgotten about it, so it wasn't in certain categories about loathsome bitches. But there's a genre of shrine that's just do Simon Says.
Ooh. Wait.
There's 8 of them.
Wait.
Do Simon Says.
Literally Simon Says, where it's like the different sounds and the lights and you push them?
It's just colors and it's 8 mushrooms in a circle.
Maybe I'll really love that. I don't know. I think that was the exact shrine Bubble Roxy was trying to warn me about. It was just like
there's like 6 of them. Because I cleared out all the shrines like in one long visit. And I'm like, why are so many of them this? This sucks so bad.
Are there slider puzzle shrines too?
No. There is combat challenge, gathering challenge. That like you can't walk on the same tile twice, get to the like tag every tile.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And mushrooms, and I think that's it. Or there might be a quiz too, I forget.
Chat, this sounds delightful. This dude's like, you better look out for that, Noel. And I'm like, ooh, look at this. And then he's just so mad that I'm wandering around these dipshit fucking shrines doing garbage gameplay. And he's like, this autistic bitch loves this. And it's true. Like, all that sounded delightful to me because I'm broken. So I'm excited to get there and find out. Spiff says there is no slider puzzle shrine or I would not have 100%ed the game. Spiff, if that ever happens, just invite me over. I'll do the slider puzzles for you. It's great. We can eat a Yeti dog. Bob, they're opening a Vietnamese restaurant next to the Yeti dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hope it's a good one because we already have several Vietnamatiese places in town. At least one is good.
I know.
So they're going to have to beat one of those, I think.
I mean, they could at least beat them on price, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So I figured I should go ahead and 1 second, chat's making a joke. It's about fucking time.
Hilarious.
Sorry, Kogashi. I thought it was funny. Bob let me know that it was not. But yeah, in Fantasy Life I, you have these gigantic. Again, this game has everything. You get a seed to do a tree plant sort of dungeon. It goes subterranean. It has 20 floors or 10 floors or something. And it branches into different paths, right? Each thing has 2 exits. And it goes about 3 or 4 or 5 wide into various routes. And Bob, this game literally will make each of these floors be a different sort of challenge. So one floor, like, it'll be monsters. And there'll be monsters again. And then it'll be like trees. And if you're not good enough at trees, you're not getting past that floor. So I got all the way to the bottom of this thing and it was like fish. And I'm like, I'm only level 3. So that's why most of that last stream was me fish maxing.
Okay.
And so the beginning of the next stream is me going down there and getting revenge on those fucking guppy bastards. What a good game. I'm not going to get a cozy game this good again anytime soon. No. Oh, man. What a good game. Fuck Keiji Inafune. Fuck that son of a bitch for almost ruining that game. Fantasy Life I is so good. I also, because we're getting to the end of Game of the Year, as of today, we've recorded the last categories episode. I allowed myself the free time to work out. Working out makes me very happy. So, I did fitness boxing. Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
It's been 4 months since I was able to regularly work out because of moving and Game of the Year grind and getting sick and going to MagFest and then getting sick and then Game of the Year grind. I expected to be equally a little less fit across the board. What I did not expect is being hella less fit on my left arm and my legs. So as I'm doing this, I'm like, oh no, I'm going to end up in the same trap I ended up before, aren't I? And yes, I absolutely threw a couple straights with my left arm. A couple straight punches with my left arm that like pulled in a way I did not like. And so I wasn't able to do it again in any of the days since. It's been like 3 days. But I feel great. I feel awesome. I just, I don't want to hurt myself, So
Yeah, no, that's...
taking it easy. It's a great time. It was a small workout. It was just fitness boxing. It wasn't anything else. People got really upset at me because I posted, 76-minute workout. There's like a small workout. And I'm like, it's one session. I took a bunch of breaks to drink water. That's the reason it's that long. Because I'm staying hydrated, which is important. But yeah, aside from that, the conversations I continue to have about why is Miku fitness boxing terrible? People keep saying it's bad. The curiosity is driving me insane.
Yeah, because that sounds like it should be ideal.
Yes. That should be great. That should be better than the MIDI-filled Fist of the North Star game.
Right?
That should be better than the pop songs covered with MIDIs mainline fitness boxing games. But they don't go the combo. So that is like a problem. And yeah, Fist of North Star Boxing is the best one I got. I don't own 2 or 3. Well, actually, I might own 2. I can't remember. I think I tried the demo for 2, but since Fist of North Star Boxing cost me like $10, that's the one I ended up with. But they have a newer one, and I'm really curious. They should send me free copies because I'm an influencer and people buy these based on my recommendations. But anyways, that's enough of me talking about
the combo.
We can go ahead and
Yeah.
Bob,
what's up?
Tomorrow, you and I we're gonna play Castlevania 64.
That makes sense, of course. Why wouldn't we?
It's gonna be a great time.
It's taking us so long to get through this game. We've done 2 streams of it already.
Yes. It's taking us a really long time. I'm starting to think we're bad at retro gaming. Bob's gonna have to get hard at NES games again in order for us to not feel soft. Castlevania 64 is gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be very exciting. I'm very excited for it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Podlords.
Oh fuck! The Podlords!
I can't believe this.
Oh fuck, no.
Yes, that's right. The Podlords. Podlords such as BN12, Red Blaze 27, Suzu Shiro, Rado, WTF, Spider-Man, Mr. I Like Spam, Muckbun, the dumbest man in history versus the dumbest man of today. God. Chris C is very behind on podcasts. Cooper Tank. Been enjoying Romeo's Dead Man. Reminds me that I should also play The Silver Case.
Classic.
Indigo Sykes. Chris. What?
I don't get it. Why Han shot first?
I don't know. Brandon
Mystery.
Hannebarger. What's up, Bob?
I was just saying, it's a mystery.
Devil Daggers 2 is under development. This is not a drill.
That's cool.
A raccoon that has sadly realized he needs to build a new PC.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I love chat right now. No, it's a dagger. Because it's not a drill, it's a dagger. That's Sarah Lene. Timothy Pfister. The Hard M. Bearded Joe. Finally finished Tokyo Ghoul reread. Now to finally read Dragon Quest Adventures of Dai since Chris recommends it so highly.
Yeah, it's great. It has one of the most laughable jobbers in manga history. Like Aggro said, meet me at the neutral zone.
Cleo Chrome. Here's the GigaBoots Fan Discord's 2025 Game of the Year. Congratulations to Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, or DK Bonanza if you don't count early access games. Wait, guys, we get to be the comment section now. I can't believe they put Hollow Knight below Claire Obscure.
It's probably a
What
racist
are they,
thing.
French?
I actually was reading this whole thing upside down.
That's fair. That's normally you put the top thing on the top and not at the bottom. Bob's like, it's not below it.
Turns out our Discord is just a bastion of Digimon sickos.
I thought so. I was
You
like, that
know.
checks out. Yeah.
Friend roped Apple Gothic into playing Helldivers 2, and they are surprised the mostly RPG player is bad at it.
What?
What?
We've never seen this happen before.
What?
Get on Overwatch with us.
Spiff, you need to join the crew. We're doing Overwatch after cookout. He's gonna do great. Look at this team. We're gonna do great. Well, time to get back to this. Pick up where I left off on Volume 2 after 8 years of not touching it.
I believe
Jesus.
in you.
Yeah, no, I actually love coming back to something I haven't touched in like 5 or 6 years and be like, wow, I surprisingly still remember what's going on. Let's go.
Oh, that's crazy. Kuchline Alter. I don't like him.
Oh,
I don't like that. I don't like
can't
that.
tell if those are like pants or not.
I don't.
right?
Different dimension demon knowledge. King Tomb Conquistador. What
This
the?
is a DK Bonanza boss.
Yeah, kinda.
Yes, I'm still telling you to call Noelle cute.
Wow.
I seem to be trapped in the blue to purple gradient dimension.
It's a powerful dimension.
It's nice here. Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater.
Oh my god.
Digital Basic.
Oh my.
Some sort of scythe wielding wizard or something.
Damn.
Gomez Adams for some reason. I love that shit. Andrew. Had the waffle breakfast sandwich from 7-Eleven and felt horror as I found out they just put solid chunks of sugar inside of the waffle.
Damn.
What?
Terrible.
I feel like Saber would be into it though.
I don't know. Her face right now is saying, why are we here? Just to suffer?
Solid
Right?
sugar chunks is so disgusting.
I think that's called liege style.
What is happening here?
Yeah, I don't get this one. Why is the car made of denim?
Right?
Huh.
There's some kind of pun that I'm not understanding here.
Gene.
Gene Caria.
My god! No!
Oh, that is foul.
That's terrible. It's not Toho, but Suda51 has fantastic taste.
Yeah, I actually didn't find this question in that quiz game.
It's showtime, Beck! We forgot to bring up that we did 2 streams of God of War Sons of Sparta, and both times they shoved us into the fucking mighty number 9 closet. Like it's that episode of Clerks where they keep trying to leave the store. They're like, oh no, Clerks, back behind the counter.
Yes. I mean, and the first time we played Mighty Number 9 before we even touched God of War, and we were worried that it was going to be better than God of War, and we were right.
And we were right. Ugh. Duke Nukem turned 30 last month, and Gearbox did nothing to celebrate.
Good.
Good.
Bad.
I don't want that
And-
greasy freak anywhere near Duke.
Yeah, I
IP
mean, that's
holders
fair,
just
yeah.
can't do anything.
No.
Yeah, no company can do anything now, so no benchmark passing. Like, Sony had to announce a desperate remake as the end of the 20th anniversary of God of War.
Ah, yes. 70-degree weather, my favorite time of the year. February.
Yeah, that's what we got here in the Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we got here too.
Surprising.
Arigite Iko. And Y. Yuki EXE. And I want to play PlayStation babies today. Thank you very much to our pod lords.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Pod
pod
Lord.
lords. And if you'd like to become a pod lord, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/gbpodcast. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to many benefits such as early access to chugging bleach that'll last a few more months, extended content for gamer premonitions and armchair devs when we do those shows, a patron-funded show one a month, either a patron-exclusive show where we watch a good movie and then talk about it, or a public show where we watch a horrible movie and talk about it, and patrons get an exclusive commentary track for that horrible movie for things you should never ever watch, like the AVGN movie. You also get a full movie called Isolation 119. This is not a joke. It is a full feature-length film about a man going to Thailand to get a tax write-off on his vacation to Thailand. That's patreon.com/gbpodcast. And if you don't have any money, it always helps immensely to rate us on Thursday, tell your friends, post about us on Reddit until you get banned, and then just make another burner account and do it again. And leave a comment, and subscribe if you listen on YouTube right now. Patreon.com/gbpodcast.
Hey, Aggro?
Mm-hmm.
You kept an eye on the industry, right?
Totally.
Yeah, okay. I could have sworn we just left the industry with you, right? And so, like, it's fine still.
Yeah, no, like
right?
they were in the other room. I was listening.
Other room.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like it's an open concept sort of thing. So
Could you just go check on the industry right now to see if it's like doing something?
I mean, I feel like if anything was up with the industry, they would have texted me.
Chris, can you tell us what's going on with the industry?
There's a lot of fire.
Oh no, there's fire.
You might say it's burning down. I think we're gonna need to replace Druckmann with Whitest Kids You Know again. Trevor Moore again.
Let me see if he's still around. How about this? We'll go with
That's fine.
Jim Carrey.
Jeff the Daring would also be fine, I think.
Why is it just his mouth? Why is it
Good.
this?
Fantastic. So Hasbro closes Atomic Arcade, eliminating 70 jobs. They were making a Snake Eyes game. Hasbro insists that game is not canceled, though.
God, I'm so tired of this.
So I don't know what the fuck they're on about. We are in addition to RAM, we are now having hard drives and flash memory going up in price due to this AI shit. So prepare to never upgrade anything.
Yeah, what was it? Western Digital and some other company both were like, yeah, we were sold out of hard drives for the year. It's like, what do you mean? That's all you make.
They said, I think one said like 2 years.
Jesus.
Like we have all our production accounted for the next 2 years. Sony has closed Blue Point. Fuck Sony.
Yep.
yeah.
70 people laid off. Death to Herman Hulst. They didn't want to let them start a new project after the dog shit service game that got canceled. Put all executives under the blade. Here's a list of studios Sony has acquired over the past few years. 2021, Nixies. 2021, Fire Sprite. Layoffs in 2024. 2022, 2021, all still 2021, Blue Point. Closed just now. 2022, Valkyrie Entertainment. 2022, Haven Studios. 2022, Bungie. Layoffs in 2024. Wonder what's going to happen after Marathon comes out. 2022, Neon Koi closed in 24. 2023, Firewalk closed in 24.
And basically every one of those studios except Nixies were just working on service games.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
They acquired them to make service games, and then it turned out they didn't need so many fucking service games.
It's like, why was Blue Point making a service game?
That makes
Why
no
was that ever
fucking
the
sense.
thing?
Also, you are the dumb shits who don't stop remaking games. In what
Right?
world do you not need Blue Point? Your brains do not work.
fucking Christ, you are morons! Like, you just don't even know who does what and what company they work for anymore. When you're the fucking dipshits who don't want to stop remaking shit, and you fire the best studio for remaking shit. Fucking Christ!
Somebody please try and do the investor thing of digging them out like happened to Tango.
Yeah, something needs to happen to try and write that shit. That's insane.
That's crazy. It's like they have fucking no clue.
Yeah, I wish that there was some way we could wake up these execs to Sony and be like, there's a way. There is a way to wake them up. Cancel your PS Plus. The only reason Sony is allowed to be this stupid is because they have infinite money from rent. They don't have to give a shit if all their projects fail. If even 1 million people canceled Plus, they'd start shitting their pants.
Yeah.
That's $80 million a year they're just not getting now.
And that's $80 million with like 99% profit margins.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Discord responds when a bunch of people cancel that.
Well, yeah, they keep putting out statements that are like, we're totally fixing it. We're totally fixing it. It's like,
we don't actually do anything, but...
Please tell us, how can we describe the thing we always plan to do in a different way to make you stop doing this?
Yep.
But yeah, there's like the only, like, you can't even punish them by not buying things if you're paying PS Plus.
Mm-hmm.
And like, this is so demoralizing. Like, I think I'm done with Sony first-party games for a while.
Yeah. I'm so fucking upset.
I'm genuine. Like, am I even gonna play Wolverine?
And that's the only game they got this year. Oh, wait, that and Saros.
Yeah, and of course I'm buying Saros because I like Housemarque.
Man,
But,
their Housemarque is fucked.
I know.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna buy it, and they're gonna
already.
close, and nothing I do can affect fucking anything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, make a game that's successful, we close you. Make a game that fails, we close you. We cancel your project because we forced you to do it and realized it wasn't working out. We close you. Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh. Don't worry, the moment they close Housemarque, they're gonna go to a fucking dev like Megacat and be like, you can make a third-person shooter that's a roguelike, right? Because they don't know who makes anything!
Yeah, I can't believe they announced the God of War remake last week and then this week. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, that confirms that God of War remake is going to be like the most wasteful and also ruins the entire original games thing they could possibly make.
Yes,
yeah, absolutely. Between that and that Sons of Sparta game, it's like you're gonna fuck everything up.
Oh yeah, Sons of Sparta just hard confirms that the trilogy is just gonna be full of them revising what Kratos was.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming the remake comes out.
Right, because that shit's nowhere near done.
That shit probably entered pre-production like a week before they announced that shit.
You know, Bob and I talked about the endless things about that game that are terrible decisions that result in a miserable fucking video game. But we didn't talk about how glitchy it was at all. Like, Sons of Sparta,
a little bit.
Sons of Sparta was not, like, polished, and it was $30.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Disgusting.
It's not even... It's a smaller scale game. Polishing that is way more doable.
Uh-huh.
Like, indie games come out at that level polished all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just feels like nothing is polished anymore. It's like the time that would like polish was the first casualty, and now it's running.
Fucking...
Now it's functioning.
As people in chat are saying, and I said to Bob this was one of the reasons it upset me, like, it was a whole other layer of me getting fucking pissed with this, is it was a natural assumption for everyone that Bluepoint would have been fucking handling the trilogy remake.
Right, because that's the most thing that would make the most sense in the world, and then you could just make it almost no changes.
Their studio's entire thing is remaking and porting games, and you just had them working on a God of War thing.
Uh-huh. It would have made the most sense in the world, but...
And now that makes me think it's gonna be like the new style. So it's like, what, you're spending $400 million to make the biggest game ever made. You literally, like, you get none of the benefits of doing a remake.
Yeah,
now,
no,
like,
absolutely.
you have to redesign every single fucking thing.
We went through some of the original designs for monsters. It's like, yeah, that's not enough, man. Like, it's them just signing up to do FF7 remake. It really is.
God.
It'll be really funny when like 2 years from now it's like it will be 3 games even.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I don't think anything in that applied it would be 1. It was just like trilogy remake. Like that could very easily be multiple games.
It better not be. But it could.
It's yeah.
I look forward to using the Blades of Chaos on Time Ghosts.
Let's move on. We gotta redo the original trilogy so that the grease doesn't get destroyed. We gotta fix it.
And then the end of the entire remake is like the end of that Crytek game on the Xbox One at launch. Rise, Son of Rome.
Oh my god.
Anyways, let's move on.
Qiddiya City owned company RTS, that's the Saudi royal family, fully acquires Evo.
Well, that was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end. That's the end of Evo. Well, the shitty thing is it's not the end of Evo because all these companies, Capcom and Bamco and like NetherRealm, are like, Capcom specifically is putting even more money into this relationship now. So I'm genuinely starting to be afraid that like this is going to start affecting the content in these games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this sucks. But
It's
hey,
like,
it was already like, hey, don't come to America for Evo. Don't do that. Now it's
Don't
like,
go to
hey,
Saudi Arabia for Evo.
don't do anything with Evo. You know?
Yeah, it's like
Yep.
If you have any way, like I'm sure there's a bunch of small mid-scale FGC people who are shitting their pants because they make money from prize pools at Evo. But if you have any way to not contribute to Evo, like Sajam did a while back, it's like, I'm not fucking announcing for them, fuck them. Stop. Evo can't exist without the fighting game community.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it existed before corporations and it'll exist after. You just have to be like, you can't buy our community. We'll just not show up. And finally, Midsummer Studios is shutting down. That was a studio that was started a couple years ago by Civ, XCOM, and Sims veterans. They were making a game described as Sims plus The Truman Show.
Wow.
They never officially announced it. So that once again, here's a new studio by an investor that has a bunch of industry veterans. Oh, we're making a AAA game. Oh no, we're fucking not.
Yeah, right.
Aggro, I really like what you said before we were live, to be honest. I think that was pretty good.
I think we really need to move to the system where like you don't name a kid until it's old enough that you're pretty sure it's going to survive.
Yeah,
you don't get to name your new studio until you've shipped a game.
Yeah,
we're back to before we invented antibiotics.
Yeah,
yeah, I think that works.
Way before. Yeah, I shouldn't have to spend the rest of my life with proper nouns like the initiative in my brain. That's not fair.
No. There's so many of these. It's ramped up so much in the last few years.
I mean, we just covered a shitload of Sonys.
Right?
Yeah,
yeah, we have to keep covering these studios that open to make a AAA game with an outside investor, and then what transparently keeps happening is like, we finished pre-production, can we have money to start real production? What, I didn't know this would cost money. Only make money, no cost. Shut down.
And that's it for the industry burning down.
Thank fuck.
Aggro.
Mm-hmm.
The buttons work to put them away some of the time. Oh, that's funny. They're like, Jeff of Sad, he just gets to live here forever. The button
you don't have enough badges.
He's guarding the podcast.
He's guarding the podcast. Metaphor Refantasio epic battle music. Use the moment Jeff squares up. Oh man. Hey Aggro.
Mm-hmm.
You watched the Silent Hill transmission.
I did.
Oh, would you like to
More
tell
the
us
fool
what
me. So I'm going to go over this one kind of beat by beat. This was about 30 minutes of a thing talking about their new game Townfall, which I I have a lot of trouble remembering the name of that game because Noel made that stupid Townpour joke last week, and I keep forgetting which one is the actual name.
Well, Homecoming and Downpour are, in fact, the two games Chris is playing from 7th Gen, so it is none of those.
All right. The Silent Hill transmission. We are making a Silent Hill game. It is a Silent Hill game. This game, which is called Silent Hill, is totally a Silent Hill game. We promise. Here's the trailer we know you just saw less than an hour ago. It depicts a game that has the themes and the imagery of Silent Hill.
Yeah.
The people who made it are from Scotland.
Oh, okay.
The game is very Scottish.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still Silent Hill.
Okay.
Oh, really?
It's just like the other Silent Hill games and is just as good as 2 and F.
Oh, really?
You have to believe us.
Okay, I'll believe you.
Here's a bunch of footage of the devs walking around the town they based the game on.
Oh,
it's
neat.
foggy. You know what else is foggy? Silent Hill.
Oh, shit,
this
you're right.
game is in no way not Silent Hill.
Oh, that's sick.
Townfall is a game that we gave them enough money to make, and it is very high quality, like other Silent Hill games, because it is a Silent Hill game.
Oh, nice.
That's incredible.
You are never getting these 30 minutes back.
Oh, no. I need those. What the fuck?
It was like I wasn't worried about that game before.
You think something might have changed here?
Like, seriously, they actually said, no, we gave the money. It's a real Silent Hill game.
That's incredible to just say.
That's so great. The impossible happened. We're getting a new .hack game.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's crazy.
If you remember, they had some absurd title over at CyberConnect for a trio of games that they were like, these projects are the thing that's gonna bring it back. This is what's happening. And when they talked about that last year, because the first one was Fuga 3 or whatever. When they talked about it last year, I was like, that third one's .hack. And everyone agreed that was absurd. I'm like, but what if it was?
But it would be great.
What if it was? Wouldn't that be awesome? And it is. They announced .hack 0. Basically, have you seen .hack? It looks like .hack. The trailer is just, there's no gameplay. They're hiring up for this. So you know they're like nowhere near done. But the crazy thing about this is it's self-published.
Yeah. They got like permissions from Namco to do it. They got
permission from Namco that they worked up the trust across all these years of working with Namco in order to pull this off. You know what they do in this trailer? A data drain. It's just like Mighty Number 9.
Great. Am I the only one who saw the new main character and was like, the red is making me think that he's Santa Claus?
One moment. Santa Claus who is depressed and possibly a girl and trapped in a VR MMO.
Yes.
A very dateable Santa Claus. Now that I've seen it, Bob. Now that you've said this and I'm just staring at this, I can't prove he's not. I can't prove he's not wearing a Santa cap from this angle.
Right, exactly. We don't know. But yeah, I was super surprised. They also released that list of people working on it. A ton of them are from like the original and the GU series. The character designer is the person who did all the GU stuff. And I went and looked it up. Like, oh, the original character designer was they did like Ava, and so they've been back to the anime industry for a while.
Oh.
So that really explains why that first set had a very like older anime look than GU did.
Yeah. When they're talking about this, they're talking about maybe just going back to using the quadrilogy on PS2 as a base foundation and not really worrying about the things that came later, like GU, New World, and Quantum. This is sort of them reimagining and redoing what .hack is from the ground up with everything they've learned about making games since. And that's cool because I am definitely not alone when I speak the spirit of the people who say, wow, this might be the first good .hack game.
Yeah, no, I'm like, the .hack is a really cool franchise. It should be cool if they could make a good one.
As a gamer, I would love if they made a great .hack game. I fucking love .hack. .hack is so cool. Fun fact, listener. This is legit. This is not a joke. I wanted to do a .hack sign podcast last year, but I was like, that would be the most fucking trans red flags in a single recorded piece of media from me of all time. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with that. But now there's a new game. So you have to watch it. And I'm out. So you wouldn't find out. You already know. Just, yeah. No, this is, I'm really fucking happy. I'm really fucking happy that God reached down. He said, here you go, Noel. It's a gun to shoot your co-host with to make them watch .hack sign and nothing else.
As long as we stick to the sign, it's like, yeah, sure, that anime has an incredible opening and really good music throughout. And maybe like 5 good episodes.
What? No, it's great. You just turn it on and get depressed. That's awesome. This is sick.
And then everything past there is like, I don't want to watch this.
They're just like me, for real.
I do remember my main impression of that show back in the day, watching it on TV, being, I feel like you're supposed to watch this whole thing at once.
Yeah, its plot rolls seamlessly from episode to episode in a way where very few episodes cleanly cut from all the others. There are definitely episodes that do that, but it does feel like you really missed out if you didn't watch the last one, and you really miss out if you don't see the next one. So owning it all on DVD is great. Did you know DVDs still look real good? Like well-mastered DVDs, they look pretty good. First run of Excel Saga looks like shit. But the later run of Excel Saga done by Funimation looks great because we figured out how to encode DVDs correctly by then. Someone in chat saying, I remember it being boring as shit. What are you talking about? Do you not want to just watch anime and be depressed and watch depressed people in anime? Is it not enough for you?
Yeah, this is still the only good .hack anime.
Well, that depends, Bob. How much are you into incest?
Not really.
Oh, well then, yes, that is true, and the rest of the franchise has nothing for you. Chat's wondering what that's about. Oh, I guess you're just gonna have to watch some fucking .hack to figure out what that was about. I still haven't watched. Bob, I've owned for like 4 years, more than 4 years, those GU OVAs, and we never watched them. Of those. Yeah, fucking, I know. Me too. There we go. One person in chat. Okay, 2 people in chat remembered what I'm talking about. Good, fantastic. And one of them says, I'm a Trails fan, so I don't have a stone to throw. Anyway, Bob, any other thoughts on .hack 0? Did you watch the trailer?
I guess I did watch the trailer, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. It looks good.
They're like, yo, this looks like .hack. And I'm like, yo, that looks like .hack. Cool.
And again, I'm just surprised that like they released that list of staff on it. It's like most of these are people who worked on the first set of games. That's kind of incredible that they're even still there.
It is incredible that they're still there. So chat's saying they're surprised we aren't offering to beat all 4 games on stream.
What? Have you played a .hack game?
Each one of those games is a whole death stream.
Yeah.
17 hours long, each of them.
Oh, they're only that long? I thought they were like 40, 50 each.
No, but you'll wish you were dead.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I tried the very first one. I'm like, this is nothing.
Me too. I bought 2 of them, but then I could never find the third game, and I was frustrated because I want to collect them all because I'm not sure this has come across yet. I'm really into .hack. Especially in high school. And then since I couldn't get the third, I'm like, oh, whatever. And I started playing the first. I'm like, oh, this is bad anyways. I'm no longer upset. And I sold them. Apparently, game 3 and 4 are worth a fortune now. Yeah, they barely printed any of them.
Right. Yeah. They've released them so quick. Like I was going because I did buy the first two when they came out and went through them at a pretty safe pace. I couldn't keep up. I wasn't ready for 3 by the time they released it. And that's when, we had a surplus of time. We were like in high school.
Right. Man. Yeah. I'm really excited. This isn't gaming news at all. This is actually just for my VTuber friends. This isn't gaming in the least. It's not even gaming adjacent, but this is just a PSA for my VTuber friends. You co-hosts, you've heard of Scab, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Scab used to be exclusive to Twitter. You needed a Twitter account in order to commission, just because it was convenient for all these reasons. Coming in March, Blue Sky. So you can finally fucking get Scab commissions without having a fucking Twitter account. Guess who that... Well, I mean, I would need money to get Scab commissions. But guess who that could apply to now? Because Noel Slamrocket does not have a Twitter account. Did you know? But yeah.
What? No way.
So that's pretty cool that they're integrating that next month. Because Twitter fucking sucks. Fucking nightmare platform that's like, take the pants off of this human being. And somehow... Still running.
Still running, yeah. There's like no laws or something, I guess.
Yeah,
Those just don't apply.
Laws don't exist for the rich. Very cool. Chris, let's move to your news because it's funny as shit.
Okay. It has been so long since Skyrim, Todd Howard felt the need to say, no, Elder Scrolls 6 will be like the last 2 Elder Scrolls games.
Jesus. This is ludicrous.
Which translates to me as like
Avowed.
Which translates to me is him being like, don't worry, it's not going to be dog shit like Starfield and Fallout 76.
Man.
The exact people he's talking to and trying to assuage will never hear his words. They don't pay that close attention.
No.
Just make Skyrim 2. Make it the exact same size, the exact same scope, the exact same level of world sim, and the exact same fidelity as the re-releases of Skyrim. You don't need more than that. You can sell 50 million copies with what I just said. People are so thirsty for that game.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about world sim. They don't care if it looks like the greatest thing in the world. They just want another big, cool open world fantasy game.
Yeah. No, it's very
God
true.
knows they ain't getting it from Obsidian.
Him?
No.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
Let's move on to your news.
Okay, this one's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
The publisher of Wanted Dead, 110 Industries SA.
What a name.
Seemingly has vanished. Like the website's just gone. And the publisher for Wanted Dead has transferred to a new publisher called Viv's Final Day Off.
So the rights have transferred to a new publisher? Because you just said the publisher has transferred to a new publisher.
Yeah, it's now published by this thing.
Okay, so okay. What?
And this is very weird. If you go to the website for Viv's Final Day Off, it self-describes as a safe home for lost games. We manage the storefronts, keep the community active, and disperse the revenues. Their contact info is the Empire State Building. So that's just fake.
So this goes all the way to the top.
Yeah, this is strange. That. Like I went to their HQ and it was just an empty lot with a hollow wind blowing through it.
Yeah, this was pointed out by some user on Blue Sky, Brandon Sheffield, who I guess also is a director at Necrosoft Games. So I was like, that's
the guy
really
who made the
thing.
Penny Arcade games 3 and 4.
That's great.
Yeah.
The only other thing I can find that 110 Industries SA published was Space Runaway, which is an 8-bit tie-in game for Wanted Dead, and that is still listed on Steam under them, but it's free. So I guess that there is no rights to transfer there or something. I don't know how that's working.
Okay.
These guys were also supposed to fund another game from Soleil Studio.
Yeah, for people who aren't putting it together, Wanted Dead was made by Itagaki, right? Or
no, he had left already.
No, this was the spin-off group from Valhalla.
Yeah.
Right. So what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. It's all very weird.
Yeah, this industry's weird.
I'm kind of like, did you acquire these rights, or did you
get away with it?
Right.
Right? Like these are the only possibilities. What the fuck? Okay.
All right. Moving on to slightly more normal stuff.
Okay.
Kristen Bell, who voices Anna and Frozen.
Yeah.
Is going to voice Amy in the new Sonic movies. That's neat. Nails was saying, I don't know.
No, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I don't like that. I don't know if Amy fans like that. Maybe they like that. I don't like
that. I am freaked out that only Tails is the original voice. But I figured, I guess we're not doing that ever again.
Why? Why is it like this? Why is it only Tails? I mean, I'm glad it's Tails. But still.
Yeah,
also, it's not too late to redesign the Tails model. You can do it. I'll let you.
It's true. You can do it.
It's always
on the table.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, whatever. I guess it's fine.
I should have put this in industry burning down.
Oh no.
Our System Works announced Dontol.
Donuddle. Like
sure.
donut owl.
Donuddle. It's Papers, Please, but for space aliens.
Yeah, it's like very Men in Black-y.
Mm-hmm. It uses AI art.
Yeah, a lot of people don't seem to understand that Arxis has always made these weird dog shit, smaller scale things in addition to fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody talks about them because they're bad.
Yeah, but this is the first time it's crossed the line into you're doing something like AI art.
Uh-huh. Man.
Just shuffle out of the room. Since
a lot of the 3 years, we all better get used to it.
Right. I honestly wonder if it's
until they stop.
Right.
I don't want to have a heart attack, so
they are so held up by just grassroots sort of fighting game player guys. This might actually affect them. We'll see.
You think?
I certainly am not buying
I don't think it'll
now.
affect I don't think it'll affect them too much until it touches the fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
I was never going to buy Marvel Tokon anyway.
Fair.
Well, you like comics.
But yeah.
Konami just announced those Metal Gear Solid 4 and Peace Walker getting the new versions last week, right?
Yeah.
Coming over the new systems.
Mm-hmm.
The same day they removed them from the old stores. So all the digital storefronts, like for 360 and PS3, they're gone.
What? That's so stupid. Why?
And even the PSP stuff. Like you can't get Peace Walker or Metal Gear Solid 4.
What is your fucking problem?
Like what? Like Peace Walker almost makes sense on some fucked up level because you can play that on the Series X. But what are you afraid that? Are you afraid that somebody digitally buying Metal Gear Solid 4 on the PS3 will eat into sales of this? You're fucking insane.
You literally don't know what product you have if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants Metal Gear Solid 4 to run like it does on the PS3. No one wants to use the PS3.
Yeah, the point of the product was because of this. You have to see the sales are literally zero on those.
This is like you rigged a boxing match with the scrawniest man in the world and a giant beefcake. You bet on the beefcake and then you still said, we gotta poison the skinny guy.
Yes.
You fucking idiots.
Oh yeah, something else in that tangent we were going on earlier of, hey, giant companies only want one thing, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Highguard was secretly funded by Tencent. It was literally an industry plant pretending to be an indie game.
I don't think it ever deserved to be called indie games. It obviously had some real money behind it.
It
Right, but
had upstart energy. It had it had bootstraps vibes. They were absolutely going for that. They didn't list any funding, and they got money from fucking Tencent. That was an intentional move. Because this is the only time this shit's happened. Like, I don't think we had a single instance of like anyone else showing up and pretending they weren't Tencent during the Game Awards and other stuff. That's so fucking wild.
And it even opened with Jeff having this a small team of guys putting this together.
Yeah.
Like, they clearly were going for that. This is thanks to Steven Totillo's reporting on it. He had some.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me because like Tencent didn't publish it. They just invested in it. So it's such a weird area to me. Like, I don't know if I should expect them to reveal all their investors when they're publishing it themselves.
I mean, if they're getting funding from people, it's worth noting when you're going for a vibe as to be small. Like, as Bob just said, the Jeff Keighley introduction gives you the idea that this is a small team of people who came from, Apex Legends / Titanfall, and that you were supposed to root for them based on that. So this definitely is very interesting. The best experience I have with this sort of thing is Sony did fund some games that were multi-platform during PS4, where they did not disclose that they were the publisher because they didn't want to be associated with it for a couple of reasons. One of those games is Nex Machina. Nex Machina does not list Sony as a publisher. It is technically self-published, but it absolutely was funded by Sony to some extent, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is weird.
Because they weren't ready for the multi-platform strategy. They didn't want to dilute the brand, and they knew they needed more than one platform's worth of sales in order to recoup. Yeah. Yeah, if you look at the Steam page, it says Housemarque as the publisher. It's the same deal. I didn't know until, what was it, watching the documentary about the creation of Nex Machina.
Yeah, I guess it just comes off as extra weird when it's a game that's so big and so obviously well funded.
Mm-hmm. Wait, are you saying High Guard's more expensive than Nex Machina?
Yeah, it's probably cost like 10 Nex Machinas.
Just the bear alone.
I just imagine them being now. I just imagine now this come out. They're like, why did Jeff say all that shit?
Yes, they have been literally going, oh, the Game Awards getting us in front of the eyes of everybody was such a huge mistake. And it's like,
shut up.
You got 100,000 players on Steam alone on day one.
Sorry.
You got to fuck every potential like game developer's wife and then complained.
Yeah, you got like, guys, I don't know in what fantasy world you deluded yourself into thinking you could shadow drop a game into a service game in 2026. Like, but you can't.
Yeah.
If that hadn't happened, instead of 100,000 people, then 0, it would have just been 0.
Yeah. It would have jumped ahead to 1,000 at most.
Yeah, it was like it'd be like 200 people, and then those would leave.
Yeah, like it's so fucking wild.
Like
so
even Apex Legends. First of all, 2019, another dimension from now, another universe.
Yep.
Another Archaeozoic era.
Always.
But 2, that was EA and Titanfall, and that was EA and Respawn.
Yeah, no, they had like a lot of merit there.
Even going, well, it has people from doesn't matter anymore. Like, remember this dog? I think it was it was either a TV movie or a directed to TV movie in the 90s, The Men in White.
Yes.
And it was from the producers that saw The Men in Black.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's what High Guard would have been. It would have been like, that's what people interpret these. Well, we have people from this game nowadays. It's like, that doesn't mean anything. Remember when people were hyped for Sonic Boom because it had people from Crash Bandicoot working on it?
That did happen.
Excuse me. What? What game?
Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom for the Wii.
Sonic Boom.
Wii U.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
and then it came out and was dog shit, and it's like, yeah, you can't. That's
Yeah,
not
every
how it
time-
works.
Every time that a new game that's like, we have the developers of Left 4 Dead comes out, it's like, oh no, Left 4 Dead is a very special thing that only happened because all of those people were there at that exact time and funded in that exact way.
I still can't get over. I know I heard the story about people who worked on Left 4 Dead going, who? Oh, that asshole. Fuck that guy. Like, that's insanely funny.
I feel like everyone who's ever worked on Left 4 Dead thinks that about each other.
and somebody in chat's like, well, it worked for Dispatch, but I really don't think that did. Like, I don't think that was a major contributor to Dispatch's success. It was more, here's one of those with high production values, and here's Aaron Paul, and we cut a really good trailer.
Right. It had a good art style. It's literally making the game that the people who like that sort of thing want. It being made by Telltale, former Telltale people, is an advantage.
Yeah,
but
Critical Role
It's an
shilling
advantage because they
doesn't
knew
hurt.
how to make it.
Oh, what was that?
Which
aggro?
I said Critical Role shilling you doesn't hurt.
No,
yeah,
no, it don't.
that probably had a lot to do with it.
They know where their audience is. That's definitely where the Telltale enjoyers are.
That's certainly a skill that every single marketing department in the industry seems to have lost.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Look,
like,
we
who should advertise this?
We solved this problem with Meet Dave. Drive a giant truck with Eddie Murphy's head on it around the country. Put a giant high guard guy on a truck and just drive it everywhere.
Then you'll have new waves of people joining every week to be like, oh, this game sucks.
And then it'll be, oh, wait, no, that's the same. Oh, wow. Damn. Oh, well, we tried.
I guess moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Solid Snake is being added to Rainbow Six Siege next month.
Wow.
They did it.
Sorta. Look, I threw the image in the channel, put it up there because who the fuck is that?
1 second.
Yeah, that's really not a good model.
Nobody can model Snake. It's too complicated.
It's true. His luscious butt cheeks and face are impossible. Everyone else is losing their damn minds even trying.
But they did a goofy announcement video with him and Sam Fisher meeting up, and I was like, this is cool, but
that's cute.
It's in Rainbow Six, which is upsetting.
I didn't know CW announced the
happening.
series.
The CW Solid Snake.
Yeah, that's how he looks. No, Aggro nailed it.
Every time that they try and do the bandana thing that's on his eyebrow, it feels like since I'm trying to figure out when. I think it's just any time some Western developer tries to do that, it's like, this looks terrible. What are you doing?
I feel like this. He looks like the master of death karate from regular show.
Jesus.
Like, that's what I think of. Like, he doesn't look like Solid Snake. He looks like he has a mullet and is about to pick a fight in a Waffle House parking lot.
They apparently considered giving him the cardboard box is one of his tools as an operator.
Yeah.
And then they were like, people know our levels too well. We don't, they'll just shoot the box. Like, come on, guys.
Okay.
That's not the point.
That's
I want to be in a goofy box.
Yeah, I want to be.
Yeah,
in a goofy
once
box.
again, game balance ruins something funny.
Right. But they did give him Assault on Radar, and that actually is David Hayter voicing him with new lines, with call outs and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So he has every call out you'd expect from a Rainbow Six game, which is it's fun. That's cool.
So, Rainbow Six is free now, technically. Siege X is a free experience.
I think so.
So you're telling me I can jump in there and buy Solid Snake and not spend any more money or time?
I think so. I think that's how this works. He's out next month. They didn't specify when, though.
Apparently, you can get the full version for just $20. Rainbow Six Siege X Elite.
Chat's writing a lot of jokes that are Rainbow Six Siege jokes, and I don't get any of them.
Oh,
my entire relationship with Rainbow Six Siege is like, why did this artist draw a woman in tactical gear and a mask and all this with a giant it's Rainbow Six Siege.
I have to add these together. I think it's really interesting that a while back they got oh my god, that artist Nakamura Ikumi?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Ikumi Nakamura. Yeah.
Ikumi Nakamura. They got her to come in and do Rainbow Six designs for operators
cool.
a while back.
That's really neat.
I wonder if those are still in the game or if they were a limited time thing. I feel like they probably are still in the game because I don't think, it was just her doing designs for new operators. It wasn't like a tie-in with something.
I can't believe this is real. 1 second.
When are we going to see Kamuri? That was like 2 years ago. That's the Ikumi Nakamura game.
Oh, is it? Man, yeah,
Yeah.
it has been a long time. Yeah, I'm
It was announced at the Game Awards 2023.
I just need to show people that there was 2B in Rainbow Six Siege at some point, and that's amazing.
God.
That's so fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's a really bad model.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really, really bad.
That's incredible.
Wow, the brother Nier is maybe one of the worst models I've ever seen in my life. Let me post it. It is crazy.
I'm scared. What's going on?
Oh my god, I'm seeing just the face. We're showing just the face. I gotta show this one.
Showing the blinged out guns too is important.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, the zooming on the face is killing me. Okay, 1 sec. I can't believe this shit is real.
That's
What the fuck?
That's just some guy.
Yeah.
Some terrible cosplayer has entered the scene.
This is how Microsoft envisioned the dad version of Nier in their version of the game.
Incredible. Holy
Oh my
shit.
god.
Rainbow Six Siege sure has some stuff.
Yeah.
These models are such dog shit. They belong in PUBG.
Yes, for sure.
These are PUBG collab models. They can stand next to Joker and Harley Quinn.
I love that I can't even Google Rainbow Six Siege 2B without getting this in the Google returns. Holy shit. I'm not even saying that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all right. Thank you, YouTubers who make Rainbow Six Siege content or Rage Bait content. That's really great.
We haven't heard from Ikumi Nakamura directly since, I think, that thing where she collaborated with Kamiya on his channel. They did an interview.
Yeah, I can't remember anything since then.
And I feel like even that's been like a year or something. Maybe more. I hope her studio's doing okay. They're making a multiplayer thing with Scary.
Yeah.
I think she was in something late last year. Like it like the DevGam Awards or something. She's popped up.
Okay.
But I don't think she's been like talking about a project in a while.
Sorry, someone in chat said least offensive Rainbow Six fan in reference to the YouTube thumb.
My favorite thing I know about Rainbow Six, other than just artists will draw the women with huge asses, and I every time I'm like, who the fuck is that? Oh, I don't know who it is, so it has to be Rainbow Six. Is people constantly typo frag and then get kicked out of matches.
Oh.
It's like throw out a frag, kicked.
Oh. Wow. Hey, Bob, let's move on.
Yeah, sure. Bloober Team announced Layers of Fear 3.
Hey, Bob, let's move on.
This is that thing people were worried was a Rule of Rose remake from them.
No offense, if you really were worried about that, you need to maybe go get some anxiety meds.
We're
Xenoblade X.
We're happy to announce a brand new project. It's like Bloober Team is in my walls.
They're coming.
Ah! I'm gonna burn my house down as a self-defense.
Xenoblade X has got a Switch 2 update today. The upgrade's $5. It gets you 4K, up to 4K visuals and up to 60 frames per second gameplay.
That's sick. That's awesome.
It also they also put it on sale digitally down to 40.
So but only if you buy it through other retailers, not directly from the eShop.
Yeah, Nintendo is sure unhinged. Yeah. And apparently there's some kind of anti-aliasing issues with it in places that people don't know what that looks like. So like, is this AI? It's like, no, it's an anti-aliasing problem. What? Not everything you don't understand what you're seeing is AI.
Me when Cookout gets my order wrong.
Was this AI?
Oh, God, that's AI. Look at the hands. Maybe that person's 19 and just bad at drawing hands right now.
No.
That looks weird. Maybe it's AI. Maybe it's just dog shit post-processing. Don't look at Romeo as a dead man. You'll get very confused.
You'll start puking.
Is this AI? No, it's just goo. It's just all mush.
It's just gooey.
Double Dragon.
Real quick,
what's
I'm
up?
seeing Matt O'B saying it seems like DLSS and Monolith's AA solution are clashing. That would make sense because Monolith had their own temporal anti-aliasing solution. So if they just slapped a rough implementation of DLSS Lite, the special version of DLSS designed for the Switch 2, on top of that, you bet your ass that's going to have a million weird artifacts, just like Bob, I'm excited for you to come over and see Romeo's Dead Man on the fucking PS5 Pro because it's doing the same artifacts that Silent Hill F did.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh my God, we have breaking news.
Chat. How many times have I brought up that this is the goofiest thing y'all motherfuckers do in our chat on Thursdays? Chris, say the breaking news that 2 people posted at the same time, one of them calling it breaking news.
It's also not breaking news because I heard about it like 3 days ago. Leaf Green and Fire Red are coming to the eShop. You'll have to buy them. They're not part of the Nintendo Online thing. Presumably because they're going to have Pokemon Bank functionality.
That's hilarious.
Pokemon Home functionality.
That's so fucking okay. You know what? This is different from the other times because every other time it was like they're adding a game to the Virtual Console, and I'm like, guys, I'm not stopping the podcast to be like, holy shit, Scrunt.
This is more. Yes. This makes it feel more real in a way. Like it.
I mean, it's definitely worth the tension that Nintendo technically is selling an old fucking Game Boy Advance game for £17.
So it'll be $20 USD probably.
Hell world.
And no offense to people, but they're saying, well, the Switch Online wouldn't have the functionality to send things to Pokemon Home. It's like you could give these versions as part of the online pack. Like there's not a law that anything you give people from that subscription bonus has to be inside that Switch Online app.
Well, I'm sorry. The real thing holding this up, and the reason they can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
When I bought the Nintendo 3DS, I became part of the Nintendo like Special Boy program. Only I get Game Boy Advance games. No one else gets that. That's just for me on the 3DS.
That's right. Bob is a certified Nintendo ambassador.
Yeah.
That's man. They really should have given out an ambassador thing for the Wii U, an even bigger sucker award than the 3DS one.
I would have appreciated it. And now they're done doing anything nice for consumers ever.
Wow, this rules. I love the future. Hey, everybody, maybe stop defending a corporation in any circumstance. This is a $20 Game Boy Advance game. That shit should be free. There are people listening to this right now who are younger than these games.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Like Nintendo had a much better understanding of this when they made the original Wii. Hey, it's an NES game. I don't know. Give us like $3. Sure.
Fucking whatever. $5?
Yeah,
sure.
That game is like 20 years old. Who cares?
Reminder, this is older than those games were then.
Yes.
Yeah, I could even forgive $5 because it's like you did have to go in and make it work with Pokemon Home.
Mhm.
That is something.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, $5 is fine.
$5 is like whatever.
$20, you're just insane price gougers because you know people do it for Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Because Nintendo fanboys all have a spike in their brain, and if they think about emulating something or using an FPGA console, they get shocked.
I remember the article I saw. I think it was a week ago or so. That was like, yeah, this Super Bowl ad for Pokemon cost more than the entire production of Pokemon Z to A. And it was like, yeah,
it shows in that game.
yeah,
That upsets me greatly.
yes, it should.
The world is a fuck.
That game was $70.
The world is a fuck. How much did you pay for the commercial? That cost $70 too, right?
Yeah.
That commercial probably cost $50 million easy. I bet it cost more than Scarlet and Violet.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. So stupid.
Oh. Anyway, Double Dragon Gaiden, Rise of the Dragons.
I'm aware
That's
of
the weird roguelike beat 'em up they released a year or two ago.
Yeah.
It's getting free DLC. Characters Bimmy Lee, Jackson, Jim Mackey, and Armored Okada are now in there. So it's just free.
Okay.
And the game's on a massive discount on PlayStation Store, at least, and I assume other platforms. It knocked down to like $6 or something.
Yeah, and since I unfortunately grew up with Double Dragon games and liked them, it's my fate to care about them forever, no matter what dog shit they roll out. So I bought it.
Man,
it's better than a lot of the recent things. It's probably better than Super Double Dragon.
Why couldn't they give me a bad beat 'em up roguelike of Metal Slug instead of a bad tactics game roguelike for Metal Slug?
I legitimately don't know.
It's like you chose literally the worst set of things to do.
It's okay though, Bob.
Yeah,
I have something for you.
Do you?
It's called Mercenary Kings.
No,
there's no way. Like, guys, you could make a more fleshed out, like Contra like Metal Slug.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you dedicated to making every single thing but a Metal Slug with Metal Slug?
I don't know. It's real weird.
Just make a game where I can play as Theo. It says rocket launcher, and I blow shit up.
That's the only two things you need, yeah.
You could even reuse a lot of the same sprites. Nobody would care. Or you could even have people have new sprites made. Wouldn't be that fucking expensive.
Yeah. It was funny.
We got to the weird spot where it's like, well, we can't have sprite-based games anymore. It's too expensive. And now it's like, well, sprites are 1,000,000 times cheaper than all this shit. Why are we still getting 2D, 3D games?
Uh-huh. And now a lot of people are getting back into sprite work, so it's an existing skill again, thank God. But yeah, what I was gonna say is it's funny going to Tribute Games website to look up stuff about that new Scott Pilgrim game, and then be like, yeah, we worked as pixel artists before when we worked on Mercenary Kings. I was like, I wouldn't admit that I released Mercenary Kings ever, my man.
But it's so good. What? Yeah.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves announces yet another Street Fighter collaboration. Yeah, no, this is just getting sad. So, you can put Rock into a Luke costume. It is the ugliest thing you could imagine. Yeah, let's take Rock, like our coolest dude character in this, and dress him like Luke. That'll work.
What
doesn't work.
the fuck?
Yeah, I should have posted pictures.
I want to make
That
sure
looks
I'm not.
shocking.
That's it?
That's it. That's real. That's in the video game.
They should have just given him a Whataburger outfit and did the bet that no one would be able to prove that it was Luke's outfit.
That's so weird. It's like, I don't know. It's like looking into the dimension of some PS2 fighting game nobody's ever heard of. Like he's the main character.
And they're also giving Prescia a jury outfit.
That one's better.
Yeah, that one's better. That one at least makes any sense. I don't understand this Rock one. And
sorry, like I'm not super familiar with Rock on his own. And this outfit in this content, like he looks like a Beyblade rival character.
Yeah, no, when you take
he does look like he belongs in a very toyetic anime like that.
Right, you take Luke's like fit that's made for an insanely ripped dude and put it on this scrawny teenager. He suddenly becomes a card game player. Yeah.
So hey, Aggro.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Rock Howard looks like in that game.
Okay, that's way more like main Beyblade character.
Yes.
Look, Rock Howard is designed to be the coolest motherfucker you've ever seen when you're 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is the name of that little archaeologist twink that's kind of a Mishima in Tekken?
Are you talking about Leo?
Talking about Lars?
No, not Lars. The one who looks like this guy. Like just before the time skip.
Oh my god! I
Are
know who you're
talking. Are you? I'm going to show you a picture.
It's gotta be Leo.
It has to be Leo. Like they have the same outfit, even kinda.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know how you can say these two characters are alike. I definitely don't want to kiss both of them.
Yeah, they even have the same color scheme. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's.
Yeah.
How dare you bring up?
I don't think
a lot
they
more
are making.
satiny than I remember him being.
Tekken 8. So fun fact, they. What the fuck is that sentence? I'm not reading that.
You're not gonna read that.
I'm not
You
going
don't
to read
wanna-
this sentence in chat.
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
talking
okay,
about your deal over here.
Because I think the next bullet point I've written for this is also like, what?
No, that's
But
insane.
why?
I didn't see this. I am now seeing if I could. Do they have pictures?
It's at the end of the trailer. I don't know if they released separate
so
pictures.
I have to go watch the trailer. This is insane. What the fuck do you mean?
Should I tell them?
You know what? I will just get the picture.
Okay.
That's what the fuck do you mean? That's so stupid.
Yes. They did add some other stuff while you're looking for that. They're
I got it.
adding
I got it. We're
Okay.
good. Chat. Dark Terry uses a Shungoku Sats.
That's kind of funny. I like the star glowing. That's
Right.
clever.
That's unreal. Dark Terry is like absolute YouTuber fake arch nemesis shit.
It is.
I like his name being Kage Wolf.
Is that what they're going with?
That's what it says
That's
in
what's
the
in the
upper right.
screenshot.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I sure wish they hadn't fucked up in every conceivable way with this game, because I would have bought it if they had not done that.
Right. Yeah, I still ain't going to go. I still ain't picking it up, but this is funny.
It is pretty funny. His hat says real bout instead of Fatal Fury.
Oh, that's good.
It's really good. One moment. Whoa. That's good. That's a good touch. Anyways, that's it for news. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was just gonna say they added some other stuff from Street Fighter that was baffling. You know the enemies you fight in Street Fighter 6 exclusively that are like dude with box on their head or refrigerator? You know, in the story mode.
No, I didn't play it. I played Street Fighter to do Street Fighter against my friends.
Yeah, they put those in to a weird mode in this. Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, that's weird. That's really weird.
the unending story, the unending attempts of these companies to have single player content for their fighting games that is not as expensive as a NetherRealm story mode, even that though that's what everybody fucking wants.
Yes.
Okay. And that's going to do it for this episode of Big Think to mention Bob and I tomorrow are playing Castlevania 64.
Yeah, we're going to get that nitroglycerin this time.
I'm going to avenge my youth, and it's going to be so fun. Chris, you got something going on?
I'm playing Banjo-Kazooie Nostalgia
Wow.
64.
That's awesome. I've been really
I think they might have put Talontrot, that recomp put Talontrot on a button that you can just hit, and then you're in Talontrot.
That's what I hear.
That's not even Banjo anymore.
What?
You first need to crouch to focus your energy in your core and then explode up into the Talontrot. It's a process and it's necessary.
I don't think that's even slightly true. Agra, what are you doing? What do you got coming up?
I have lined up a meeting with the guy who does groundskeeping at the local softball complex to work out a deal to where I can collect the discarded sunflower seed shells because I'm pretty sure I can use like those sand drums they use to clean spent brass casings from fired ammunition to clean and refurbish them and then fill them with chia seeds, because they are pound for pound cheaper than actual sunflower seeds, especially the husk ones you can get in bulk, and have like 3 times the fiber. So I think I am in line to just spearhead my way into an untapped snacking market opportunity.
Okay, cool. I don't have much going on other than I'm obviously going to keep up this completely fake bit about coming out. That's really my to-do list for the next week. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you all for listening to this episode of Big Thing Convention, which was only possible because of you and your support over at patreon.com/TV Podcast, where you can access the movie Isolation 119, which is a movie that like has, you all can't see Bob, but I can see Bob. In fact, my TV just shows me a hell of a lot of Bob during the entire podcast. It's a huge, the webcam has been blown up. He's larger than the Switch 2 screen by a lot. He's like 4 times as large. He's just on the webcam doing that. Anyways, patreon.com/TV Podcast.